Salutations. Welcome once again to the Sports Desk.
Yeah, good afternoon, listeners. Welcome to another program.
Yeah, man, this is Orville, and we're looking forward to hearing from you. Let me squeeze by the numbers then. 876-968-8117. You have anything you want to?
Boy, I see an interesting story that came out early.
What?
Daniel Mac. I can't even pronounce his last name. McGay. Is set to become the first transgender cricketer to play in an international official match. McGay, I don't know if it's McGay, K or McGay, has been included in Canada's squad for the qualifying tournament on the pathway to the 2024 Women's T20 World Cup in Bangladesh. The 29-year-old opening batter has fulfilled all the eligibility criteria the International Cricket Council ICC has for male to female transgender players before the event in Los Angeles from September 4 to 11.
She was previously a man.
Yes. McGay's participation comes despite other sports, including athletics, cycling, swimming, and both codes of rugby banning transgender.
No,
Is that serious?
No.
And then you're a favorite sport, man.
No, man, I joking them something.
Yeah, man, it's a serious thing.
You know, God's who come for the earth.
Why? You have to wonder.
No, man. What kind of something? Anyway, we can't go to the car. Yeah, not now.
That's it.
A more pleasant thing to talk about. We're first call. We'll take the first call.
Hello.
Yes, the less said about that, the better.
Yeah, man, not joke. Something.
The less said.
It's coming. Do it, Monsalem.
Yes. Yeah, man, Mr. Matthews, the less said about that one is the better. Because that is straight foolishness.
Yeah, but it's coming, though.
I tell you. Yeah, but Mr. Higgins.
Yeah.
Yesterday I heard you said Sharika is the front runner for the sportswoman. Why not the other lady?
Because Sharika.
I understand the guy, the young guy.
Sharika have two medals. Sharika have two medals. Well, three.
Yeah, sure. But didn't the other lady beat the world also?
Lord
and I could argue, that Sharika was expected to win her 200.
It no matter if it's expected. You did it. In the second fastest time ever run.
Yes, but the Williams, I don't, what's her name, Mr. Matt?
Daniel Williams, her name.
Yeah, Daniel Williams.
So the two of them have gold, but Sharika have two more silver.
Yes, but what the lady, her one was more difficult based on the competition what she had to overcome.
No, man, that don't come. Sharika's goal was more impressive than her goal. And plus Sharika have two more silver. No, don't argue.
But you know where I'm coming from, though, you know.
No, I don't.
I'm coming from the premise where you always talk about beating the world and track and field.
So two people beat the world and one have two more silver medal in the same championship.
All right, I know it is highly unlikely, but let's say in 10, 20 years, no, not 20, but 10 years from now, the World Championship, because a couple of years ago I heard that they were trying to put the World Cup to every year. So say we have a World Cup here, and with the World Championship here, and somebody win the 100, a man win the 100 meter, and this guy, Deja Richards, playing for Chelsea now, get close to the leading goal scorer for Chelsea, impressive for Chelsea, and Jamaica.
Them share.
And Jamaica reached the final of the World Cup.
The two of them shared. Simple thing.
That's straight foolishness. That
no, same thing, man.
Why you ask? I have the same thing every time. I'm telling you. Share.
That's foolishness, but that's straight foolishness, Mr.
No, but you said that already, so you disagree. I disagree as well, but
yeah.
How is that share? Remember last year, I would suggest it must share as well, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a no. I think Shelly should get it. Shelly eventually want it. So Abel is a share right now.
Yeah,
so it's not like
when it closed.
Like
this one should share then. That is my point.
No man, clearly that one Sharika.
No, but Mr. Higgins. But look, that's why I said I'm not trying to convince you, no.
Sharika is national champion, fastest woman alive, over 200 meters, two more silver medals.
But Mr. Higgins, a guy get leading goal scorer in a league like the Premier League. Most likely Chelsea will be playing the Champions League. Jamaica reaches the final of the World Cup, and because a man just win the gold medal in a World Championship, you have to share that.
Because a man just win the gold. Because a man just win the gold. I say, yeah, look at them thing now, man. A man just win the gold medal. That's all he did. Win a gold medal. Big man, you win the gold medal and the biggest thing you do in a
sport. It would be
sport.
harder for what Dujan Richards to do than what
No, me no know that.
or any one of them.
No man, me no know that. I don't know that being leading goal scorer for Chelsea is any harder.
Leading goal scorer for Chelsea or for the Premier League.
For the Premier League, I'm talking about for the Premier League.
Me don't know if that is any harder than beating the world.
And then he goes to the World Cup and do what?
And Jamaica reaches the final of the World Cup.
Big man, I speculate to
he was brilliant in the World Cup.
I speculate. That not go happen. So we could just work with the world champions for the Olympics.
All right, fair enough. I was thinking about the normalized thing, Mr. Higgins, and at least from Jamaica came to mind. Is it possible to be the best and not be the world champion?
I've been saying that since Monday.
Yeah, the reason why I say that, look at Asafa Powell. Asafa Powell, some of those same guys that beat him in the World Championship and the Olympics. He run world record and beat them.
That's my point. I made that point yesterday as well. You're not listening to the program from what day?
Yeah, vaguely. Sometimes I just get to call.
No, man, I made that point. Asafa got the Diamond League and run 977 and 974. He's clearly the king in sprinting in that era. But him got a world championship and somebody win. He's not a world champion. But you could say, well, they did call him the sub-10 king. Literally, them call him that.
Since I brought it up, Monty, let me ask you about a question. Yeah. They look at it the same way for boxing because I remember Noella is talking about participating for your country and the flag. The heavyweight boxing champion, is he boxing for his country or himself?
Both.
No. He's not sent to the heavyweight boxing championship by his country.
True.
He pays his own coach, he pays his own physio, everything, and pays his own flight. He just happens to be an American or a German or whatever, but he's not boxing for his country.
The country get the glory.
So Mike McCallum was not boxing for Jamaica?
No, he's not. Mike McCallum, no. Not unless he went to the Olympics or the Commonwealth Games.
The country get the glory when them do it still.
But what happens when they go to the Olympics? You're now boxing for Jamaica and America. You know? So which one is the world champion? Because going by some argument is the flag I'm representing your country. You know?
One is you're the world Olympic champion, the next one you're the world champion. One year the Olympic champion and 1 year the world champion.
All right. Big up Monty. All right. Bull.
Big up, man. Big up.
Boy, yes, sir.
Don't give the man them the phrase the way I use design all them something, man. The king, man.
Yeah, man. Then Asafa is the king. It's sub-10
king, you know. Does that work already? Anyway, Zidane, the ball game.
Yes.
All right, you know, big match I go on this weekend.
Oh, Manchester United versus Arsenal versus Manchester United.
It'll give me a 13, 14-year-old me when the Man U Arsenal meet. You know, it's a big match that. A couple years ago, it never a big attack. I don't know if they two side them jump off.
Yeah.
But now with both in the top, both teams in the top 4 last year.
And again, competing for top 4 spots, both in the Champions League. Yeah.
Yeah. And the Champions League draw today. It can give a sense of a big occasion now.
Yes.
So, you know, the MUTV people and the Arsenal fan them have put out what you call it, combined 11.
Heading into the game.
Heading into the game.
Yeah.
But I want to hear your combined 11. But I have to have them something. You know, I haven't really mentioned something.
Come again?
But now I have them something. You know, I haven't really mentioned it so deep.
Okay. All right. Let me hear what Zidane was saying. All right.
Zidane, give me your goalkeeper. This season that works.
Ramsdale in goal.
You're picking Ramsdale over Onana for the first 3 games of one this season.
Yeah, I know Onana run out of my goal.
All right, yeah, man. They have Ramsdale too. But
all right.
You don't say Onana having 2 clean sheets.
Is who play right back for you again?
Wan-Bissaka.
Yes. So.
You have a part there. You have to play right back for you because.
Yeah, man. Wan-Bissaka. That's what I ask you. Wan-Bissaka.
All right.
Right
Varane and Martinez. Saliba from Arsenal have the index. Yes. Either Varane or Martinez have the out. But Muna go with Varane and Saliba.
All right. Need to work with that as well.
Left back, even though Lucia injured, may I go Lucia over Zinchenko.
Zinchenko hardly has been playing. Come on.
Yeah, but what play over there?
Now work with your left back. We're not on a left back. We don't really understand the left back line for that. And then the Japanese got a red card in one of the games. And so,
yeah, and Timber was playing left back at the start of the season.
Yeah,
so it's only right for work with Lucia.
Yes.
All right, no. That's part now. Not the middle. We are going.
Definitely Rice and Odegaard will be there for me.
The 2 guys who's in there?
No, so who is the other option?
Bruno. Casemiro too.
Bruno.
So you go Rice, Odegaard, Bruno.
Yeah.
All right.
Up front now, Saka, Rashford. Oh. Who is the striker? we're not. No, I said another striker. We are considering my first three.
But I'm interested just because of how the season starts. I'm gonna go with Nketiah up top because he must score goals. England.
You go Nketiah?
Yeah, but I go with him up top based on farm. Because out of all the strikers, them him a proper. Martial and Jesus injured, and Rashi that's a foul. So I go Rashi left side, Saka right side, and my boy fan at the end.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the would work with this. So.
Yeah, all right.
So that's gonna be the 11. No more a prediction now. Where you go?
Arsenal to win 3-2.
I think it's going to be a draw.
You're hoping for a draw.
Well, we know Man U probably now win. We don't listen now.
Yeah, you're going away from home, man.
We're terrible away from home, brother.
Yeah.
But I'm going for a draw. I think we're going for a draw.
I think based on the pressure from the fans and analysts around the world and in England, I think Arteta will go 4-3-3.
Mm-hmm.
Drop Havertz and make
Partey and my boy.
With Odegaard.
I don't think carrying back Gabriel based on what the report say.
So he's gonna play the Polish. Is he from Poland, right?
Cuba.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, man.
If you play them two, them that go Man U now. Them two man they play now.
Then that's why I say 3-2. You get me, boss. So I'll give 2 goals.
Well, Varane out and Luke out. So 3 goals possible.
Yeah.
All right, big up on us.
All right, big up. Aye, bull. All right, we take our first break. We're coming back.
Importers, submit proper invoices to customs to reduce delays in clearing shipments. Visit www.jacustoms.gov.jm for details. The temperature by the Jamaica Customs Agency is
35 degrees Celsius in New Kingston.
Design your dream home with Total Hardware and Supplies. We have windows of all sizes on special. Doors galore. Choose from our wide variety of porcelain and ceramic tiles. Experience the best deals on sanitary ware, jacuzzis, shower enclosures, and baths. Just to name it, we have it all. Come on down to 2 Aiken Hill Drive, Pembroke Hall. Call us at 631-7648 or WhatsApp anytime 507-0865. Remember, same-day delivery available. Quality products, great prices. That's the Total Guarantee.
We are here for you. Have you ever thought about how much of your time you give to God? Whether it is 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or 15 minutes, God delights in the moments you share with Him. Join Prophet Dexton Burton for 15 minutes of prophetic glory, Thursdays at 10:30 a.m. as he takes you on a prophetic journey of signs, wonders, and miracles, breaking bread, administering healing, breakthrough, and deliverance. God speaks and His mind is revealed through His servant.
Can you shout that out? We need to move. We need to move. It is your right to know what you want. Information at your fingertips. It's for the man in the streets, for those in business. Information for everybody. No one has it, so you can use it to develop your community. Your right to know information at your fingertips.
A message from the Access to Information Unit.
We may be all over the world, but we're still in this together. Feel, make it easy for you get your money. So if you have to get something from your brother or mommy, hey, it's not Insta, it's a MoneyGram. Zoom, Ria, check your phone, your money land. VNBS money transfer. Safer, faster, easier.
Sign up for VNBS direct to bank account transfer today.
No matter step out behind the line, straight in your account, money reach long time. VNBS money transfer.
This live report from the Kingston Wharves on the 15th final is sponsored by Kingston Wharves, the Caribbean leading multi-purpose sport terminal and logistic provider.
It's all bright sunshine here from Bar Camp, the Kingston Wharves on the 15th
final as Miller putting to the left-hander. An appeal for leg before, though, and they go through for one. It goes on to the fine leg region, looking for the umpire's signal. It now comes to say leg by, so one more run to the tally. 2 runs on the board, 2 without loss in the second over. That is Manchester searching for 65 runs for victory. Just a reminder what took place earlier on this morning was Manchester who won the toss and elected to field, restricting St. Mary, the defending champions. They're still the defending champions. They've not lost just yet. They've not lost in this year's competition, and restricting them to 64 all out. In the way was Hall taking 5 for 7. In the meantime, left-hander facing up to the bowling of Miller, swing on the leg side once again. We're talking about Williams this time around, all at the non-striker's end for Manchester. So leading in the bowling department was Hall taking 5 for 7. Flemings grabbed 2 wickets on the card. Tapping away at the crease. So again, Williams. String somewhat. Opening bowler, Miller. His first over. Second over of the innings. And that's way down the leg side. That's 4 from Miller. Has to work on his line and length. Or so the line. Length is okay. Looking on the field for the left-hander. The backward point. Extra cover. Also a cover. A full delivery, a slow delivery, that's for Miller. So he's glazed his hands over the ball. Wanting to get more control. He had control with that delivery. And the score still 2 without loss in the second over. Searching for 65 for victory. 2023, Kingston Wolves on the 15th title on the line. Miller once again. Williams swinging on the leg side. Brilliantly done by this young man, Williams, into the boundary for 4. He has been wayward somewhat, Miller. Bowled slower his last 2 deliveries. Well, that was swatted away the boundary for 4. So the close of the second over, 6 runs on the board, 6 without loss. Look into the scores, if I'm correct. So I do get the nod. So math class actually has worked out so far. So that's 1 leg by, 5 off the bat, I'm told. And I do remember that, though. Only 2 overs have been bowled. The 6 without loss, searching for 65 runs for victory. That is Manchester, after they won the toss and elected to bat. Leading run getter in that 64 was Richardson, top scored at 25 runs. I think the report. But guess what? It's not done just yet. It's a final to the bitter end. Umpire camp coming to life. Bright and sunny it is. 2 batters, Demario Hall and Kevoy Williams. All facing up to the bowling of Noyan. Punching the ball, only to find the man at mid-on. He's very watchful, though. Hall just looking on. In the field, though, mid-on and mid-off. Back with a point cover, extra cover. There's also a square leg. A 1 slip and a 3rd man. Noyan he'll be continuing. Bowling to Hall once again. This is the second over, the 3rd of the innings. Oh, swinging the ball on the left side behind square. They go through for 1. They come back for the second. A slower delivery from Noyan. And goes into the boundary for 4. The 4 off the bat of Hall. String somewhat into the pads. Has helped it around into the boundary for 4. So there's now double figures. 10 runs on the board. 10 without loss. We're in over 3. Searching for 65 runs for victory, Manchester. Where Barnes is in the house. Earlier on, looks pretty confident. As he pointed out, they have about 3 or 4 primary school students in his team. Noyan once again to the left-hander. Brilliant, going back into the cover corner, and they go through for one, punching the ball, and the cover fielder is deep, so allowing them to go through for another run. Should be 11 runs on the board. 11 without loss. Williams will be facing to the bowling of Noyan. 11 runs on the board for Manchester, searching for 65 runs for victory. Have to big up Mr. Orville Higgins. As Noyan, Mr. Williams, coming forward, Williams, and being very watchful. The ball pitched outside the off stump, continued on that path right through to the wicketkeeper, and not delivering with some pace. That delivery from Noyan. The score stands at 11 without loss. Manchester. Here's Noyan once again. This time straying on the left side. Brilliant take by the wicketkeeper, diving to his right. Could have skipped across though, to be honest. But looked more spectacular by diving. But nevertheless, a dot delivery. Wilfred Billy Haven in the house, president of the Jamaica Cricket Association. Saw him later on. I haven't seen him all over the island though, to be honest. Respective cricket events. Noyan to Williams. Defensively playing the ball back down the track, fielded by the bowler. And that should signal the end of the third over. 11 without loss. Looking across to the scorer. Getting the nod. I'm still happy that I went to math class. Has been paying off so far. That's a good thing. Someone said I did my homework. Maybe so. But a strong start this. Not the start we saw earlier on from St. Mary. As Miller, he will be continuing. Hands akimbo from Miller, looks on. Have a word with the sponsor a little later on. She was here earlier, and she departed. Maybe not the innings expected from St. Mary. They expected St. Mary still batting now. That's not the case at all. Umpires on hand. David and Forrest. Maria David, who's from St. Lucia, is a standing umpire that's fixing the bails. And bowling to Hall. Oh, that delivery from Miller. Wayward again, string on the next side. Not in control though, Miller. Has some pace behind him. But the fact is, he's all over the place. In his last two deliveries in his first over, he bowled slow deliveries, one which was swatted away for 4. But the deliveries before, he was straying on the leg side, and his first delivery of his second over is doing the same. Here's Miller once again to the left-hander Hall. Cold delivery this time around, ball played on the offside. Better delivery from Miller, not with much pace, but faced with the full-fledged bat of Hall, playing the ball on the offside defensively. Still the score stands at 11 without loss. We're in the over number 4 of this Kingston Wolves under 15 final. It's not going to be easy pickings for Manchester. You may say they need 65 runs for victory and that's it. No, it's not going to be that easy. Miller once again to the left-hander. Playing the ball on the offside. Be very watchful again defensively. Back with the point cover, extra cover, bit off, bit on. Square leg. There's one slip. There's a fine leg. In a third one earlier on, it's moved into the other side of the fine leg region. And I think, though, because he's straying a lot on the leg side, the captain says, okay, let me protect the leg side in case of. So delivery again, beaten outside the off stump. Brilliant delivery from Miller. Feeling for that delivery was Hall. Trying to drive, was not there. All the taking. Kept a bit low, though, that delivery. Still the fourth over, still 11 runs on the board. 2 more deliveries to close out this over. Kingston Wolves on the 15th final. Happening at the Jamaica Defence Force. Up Park Camp. Going to the left hand, full of delivery, swing on the next side once again for Miller. Keeper had to skip around this time. No diving from him. Went to his right and collected cleanly. So Miller still not able to control his deliveries. Holding with some pace. Holding to the left-hander. All. Williams is at the non-striker's end and looking on. As Miller once again. Oh, the living ball popped up on the offside. No one close. And that should signal the end of another over, the fourth over to be exact. 11 without loss. That's Manchester. This in the Kingston Wolves under 15 final. And they are playing at Upford Camp. They're searching for 65 runs for victory. We'll be back with more of this under 15 final.
This live report from the Kingston Wolves under 15 final was sponsored by Kingston Wolves, the Caribbean leading multipurpose sport terminal and logistic provider.
Get quality cars from Acorn Sales Auto Limited, located at Lot 53 West Tradeway, Portmore Town Center. Need a car from Japan or United Kingdom or special order? Call 876-616-4777 or WhatsApp 876-333-5555. They assist with registration, transfer, and license. Just visit Acorn Sales Auto at Lot 53 West Tradeway, Portmore Town Center for quality cars at competitive prices.
The Jamaica Customs Agency and the Passport Immigration and Citizenship Agency are advising that as of September 1, 2023, air passengers to Jamaica must complete their Immigration Customs Passenger Declaration or C5 form online at enterjamaica.com. Air passengers, electronic with C5. It's fast, safe, and convenient. For more details, you may contact the Jamaica Customs Agency at 876-922-5140 and to the Passport Immigration and Citizenship Agency at 876-754-7422.
Do you want the keys to discovering your God-given purpose? Would you like a strategy to fulfill your unique destiny on earth? How about a map to help you navigate the twists and turns on your journey of life? Do you, don't you, will you, won't you? If I coax you, would you want to? Don't you want to? Aren't you going to? Oh, come on, you said you would. Hey, this is Everton Thomas, your friend, your bishop, from the Emmanuel Apostolic Church International with headquarters at 12 Slide Road in Kingston, Jamaica. And I'm inviting you to join me this and every Friday at 11 a.m. right here on this station for Insights, inspiring conversations for everyday life. That's Insights, Fridays at 11 a.m. God bless you now. Stay awesome.
At Kingston was limited, thanks to the click and collect alternative. An easier, faster, safer process of clearing your barrels without any glitch. Just visit the webpage and sign up at clickandcollect.com. Submit your shipment and make your payment. Takes no time for your clear customs. You click, we clear, you collect. No waiting line, no lengthy process. Arrange your pickup and we'll do the rest. Sign up online, just click and collect. Click and collect, click and collect. Sign up online, just click and collect. Click and collect, sign up online, just click and collect.
Clear your barrels with Kingston Wharves Click and Collect. For more information, call or WhatsApp 876-577-8905. Kingston Wharves, you click, we clear, you collect.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute. It's sponsored by Dangerous Auto Spares and Accessories Limited, Edgechem, Any Bet, and Milestone Restaurant Bar and Grill.
Belgium striker Romelu Lukaku has joined Italian side Roma on a season-long loan deal from Chelsea. The 30-year-old returns to Serie A, having spent last season on loan with Inter Milan, helping them reach the Champions League final. He's reported to have turned down a lucrative move to the Saudi Pro League. Lukaku is believed to have accepted a wage cut to be reunited with coach Jose Mourinho at Roma. That is Sports in a Minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Dangerous Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10. Call 876-929-9146 and in Maypen. Edgechem, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Any Bet, your best bet, reminds you to bet responsibly. at the Milestone Restaurant Bar and Grill. Celebrate good food, celebrate good vibes.
It's now time for Just Bet Winner's Edge, where we take a look at some of the top sporting events and betting odds on the Just Bet sports betting program and show you how to bet and win big with Just Bet. Sponsored by Just Bet, Jamaica's #1 sports betting game. From Supreme Ventures, offering the best betting odds and the fastest payouts on the market. Just Bet, your game, your passion. All right, welcome to our Just Bet feature. We'll be coming back to the callers after the break. We're doing some coverage on the Kingston Wolves final taking place at our park camp. Jesse Blake, are you there?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon to you, your team, and the listeners. How are you doing, Orville?
I'm not too bad, my boss. Good to hear from you. Good to hear.
Definitely. It's a pleasure being inside the Winner's Edge here on the Sports Desk.
All right, so we get straight into it, and we'll be carrying. Is this German Bundesliga? Okay. Borussia Mönchengladbach will be taking on Bayern Munich this Saturday. Straightforward call?
Well, pretty much. It seems like Hurricane is loving the life in Germany right now, in Munich, taking on a Borussia Mönchengladbach team that are without a win right now. So pretty much straightforward here. Let's get right into the final result bet option, folks, which is a simple, straight-up, basic option that showcases odds on each team to win and showcases the odds on the draw. So Bayern definitely is the favored team in this one at $1.33 straight up. Borussia Mönchengladbach coming at $7.50 for the upset, and the draw attracts odds of $6 even. Of course, the final result bet option is one of a plethora of betting options that we have available for you at Just Bet. Always a pleasure when folks pop into a Just Bet location across the island, or you can log on to justbetja.com to take advantage of the many betting options that we have available, including the Just Bet correct score betting option. How that works, can you predict the score of a game, and that's the correct score at the end of regulation and stoppage time? Well, you can win a lot of money for your betting dollar, I can tell you that. You can place a bet on any score line you can dream of. Some of the correct score bets for this game included if Bayern wins 3-1, a $500 bet would pay $5,000 in winnings. Bayern Munich 4-1, $6,500 an offer with a $500 bet. And if it's Bayern 4-2, $10,500 in winnings with a $500 wager. Now for Borussia Mönchengladbach, correct score bets include if they win 2-1, a $500 bet pays $13,000 in winnings. Even better if Gladbach wins by a goal to nil. That would pay $20,500 in winnings with only $500 work. But a really good one is if Gladbach wins by 2-0. That would pay all of $35,500 in winnings with a $500 effort. That's a very enticing payday. But I'm going Bayern in this one. Bayern, they're on the road, but definitely taking Bayern to win by a correct score of make it, for me, 3-1. $5,000 even with a $500 bet. Liking Bayern $1.33 straight up.
3-1 sounds just about right. I wouldn't go against that. So I yield to your superior analytical skills, my good man.
Oh, wow. Okay, then. Very interesting. Thank you so much for that.
So I'll work with the 3-1, my boss.
Yeah, what?
All right, then we go over to England for the EPL. Brighton and Hove Albion will be hosting Newcastle. Tell us how that one.
And this one also kicks off at the same time that the Bayern Munich, the Borussia Mönchengladbach game will start as well. Saturday at 11:30 in the morning local time. This one should be very interesting between two teams that play at a very high intensity. They'll have to manage their squad carefully this season, though, to, of course, deal with the rigors of European football as well. Well, the thing is, though, Brighton, they've failed to beat Newcastle across the last 2 seasons, but will be determined to bounce back from a shock defeat that Brighton suffered to West Ham. They may, though, have to make do with a share of the spoils. Now, listen to this, Orville. The Just Bet final result bet option has Brighton to win at $2.55. Newcastle to win also at odds of $2.55. So there's nothing at all separating these two teams at the moment. And the draw attracts odds of $3.75. Folks, do remember now, correct score betting is where you make the best return for your betting dollar. You won't find a better sports betting option in the betting market. Now, let's look at some of the options available for this game, which include, if it is that Newcastle wins by 2-1, a $500 bet pays $5,000 in winnings. Newcastle by 2-0, better payout, $8,000, even with a $500 bet. Now for Brighton and Hove Albion, correct score bets include if they win 1-0, a $500 bet pays $6,500 in winnings. If it's Brighton by 2-0, a $500 bet pays $8,000 in winnings. If Brighton wins by 3-2 in a 5-goal thriller, a $500 bet pays $10,500 in winnings. Now, folks, very important to note here that you can bet on a draw as a correct score bet as well. For example, if this game ends in a 2-all draw, a $500 bet would pay $5,500 in winnings. Usually, when two teams have the exact same odds, it's really tough to separate them. They will cancel each other out. So I'm taking the 2-all draw for this one, $5,500 on offer with a $500 bet, and taking the draw at $3.75 straight up.
Draw. What scoreline you have to draw? 1-all?
2-all. I have a 2-all.
I have 1-all.
Yeah, man. 1-all. Let's just type that in right quick in the correct score betting calculator here. A 1-all draw in this game pays $3,250 in winnings with a $500 bet.
All right, and then we go over to the Italian Serie A where Lazio plays at Napoli. Let's see how you come up with a winner here or another draw.
Yeah, well, I can tell you one team is definitely heavily favored to win this one. This game will take place between Lazio and Napoli. It kicks off at 1:45 in the afternoon local time. Here it is. Napoli made it 6 points out of 6 last week when they dealt with Sassuolo, 2-0. On the other hand, Lazio, they are in the bottom 3 with 0 points earned after Genoa stunned them at home last Sunday. Now, Napoli have started the season strongly and are the main candidates to win the title yet again, alongside Inter and AC Milan. There's been some great football being played in Italy over the last 2 to 3 campaigns. These 3 teams definitely will be vying for the Scudetto all year. Are Napoli, Inter Milan, and AC Milan. So, of course, Lazio, though, one of the only teams to win in Naples last season. That's where Napoli is based. But Lazio hasn't really clicked yet, obviously. And the new signings that they've had are yet to fully settle under Maurizio Sarri's tactics. Let's get to the Just Bet final result bet option. Napoli is favored to win this game at $1.64. Lazio come in at $5.25, and the draw attracts odds of $4 even. Correct score bets you can place on this game include if Napoli wins 3-0, a $500 bet pays $6,000 in winnings. If it's Napoli by 3-1, a $500 bet would pay $6,500 in winnings. And if it's Napoli 4-2, $30,500 in winnings with only $500 work. Now for Lazio, correct score bets include if they win 2-1, $8,500 on offer there with a $500 effort. If Lazio beats Napoli by 3-1, $25,500 on offer with a $500 wager. And if Lazio beats Napoli by 3-2, even better is the payout. A $500 bet would pay $30,500 in winnings. Wow. Napoli's at home in this one and are looking very imperious at the moment. Lazio all out of sorts at the moment. Definitely taking Napoli to win at home. 4-1. That would pay $25,000 even with a $500 bet. Taking Napoli to win handily. $1.64 straight up.
Why you gone 4-1? I think it will be a little bit closer than that. I'm going 2-1 to Napoli.
What? So that means that Lazio all of a sudden we're going to give a good game against the...
It's one of those in your guts kind of prediction.
Okay, all right. Well, that will be quite a treat of football if they can hold Napoli's foot to the fire all game. Lazio Well, Napoli 2-1. Napoli 2-1 would pay $5,000 even with a $500 bet.
All right, boss, take us to the break.
Well, thank you so much. Of course, in tennis, the U.S. Open on in earnest. Yep, very interesting tennis being played for both the men's and women's draw. Take advantage of the bets we have available for the U.S. Open. The NFL starts next week, Thursday night, with the Hall of Fame game. That will be quite a cracker. Of course, NFL fans, gear up from now for the NFL season. You can place your bets on the Super Bowl winner from now at justbetja.com or justbet location near you. You can start the betting for the NFL right away. And just a tip before we go, if you don't know where a JustBet location is near you, you can go on to justbetja.com and you can see the over 100 JustBet locations island-wide. You can go in on the website, find that JustBet location near you if you'd like to pop in, of course, to make your purchase or take advantage of betting online at justbetja.com. Orville, always a pleasure joining you, your team, and the listeners from all of us at JustBet. Stay safe, enjoy the games, and catch you guys next week. Have a great weekend.
All right, boss. Big up yourself, Sir Jesse Blake.
Thank you, sir.
And with that, we take a break. We'll be back. That was the JustBet Winner's Edge, sponsored by JustBet, Jamaica's #1 sports betting game from Supreme Ventures, offering the best betting odds and the fastest payouts on the market. JustBet, your game, your passion. For more information, visit justbetja.com.
Tracy, who you go give on now?
You're too fast. Hey, me I got Jotex now for buy up my sugar bun, wine slice, bulla, coffee strip, and marble cake, plus some raisin bread, banana cake, and the best rock cake for the pitney them.
Me can get some?
No, go buy your own. Hey.
Jotex Bakery, visit 20 Gold Street, Kingston, or call 922-5768. Open Monday to Saturday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Delivery island-wide. Jotex Bakery, so nice, so right.
Conditions apply.
Your taxes hold the key.
Need to pay your property tax, motor vehicle certificate of fitness fee, or a traffic ticket? No need to join the line. Go online. Service at your fingertips 24/7. That's right. All these services and more are available online at jamaicatax.gov.jm. Fast, convenient, secure. Visit the How To tab on our website or call 888-TAX-HELP for details. Tax Administration Jamaica, working together to serve you even better.
My Mega Mart, best value by far.
With so much to do in one location, make Mega Mart your one-stop shop. Pick up your groceries and houseware needs, grab a bite and pay some bills, fill your prescriptions and see the beauty products in our pharmacy, all in one amazing location. My Mega Mart, the best value by far.
My Mega Mart, best value by far.
Give a little something. US $1 JD 150 every time you receive a remittance from Lasco Money Transfer to sponsor a social project selected by the Jamaica Social Stock Exchange. Say, I want to donate $1 to the cashier. Donations accepted at these locations: 38.5 Red Hills Road, Kingston 10, 15 Chandos Place, Poppin Square, Kingston 10, and Shop 203 Bay West Shopping Center, 3 St. James Street, Montego Bay.
We may be all over the world, but we're still in this together. Feel, make it easy for you get your money. So if you have to get a thing from your brother or mommy, hey, it's a not instant, it's a MoneyGram. Zoom, Ria, check your phone, your money land. VNBS money transfer. CFA faster, easier.
Sign up for VNBS direct to bank account transfer today.
No matter step out, fit in the line, straight in your account, money reach long time. VNBS money transfer.
This live report from the Kingston Wharves on the 15th final is sponsored by Kingston Wharves, the Caribbean leading multi-purpose port terminal and logistic provider.
Welcome back to our park camp. This for the Kingston Wharves on the 15th final. St. Mary playing Manchester. Well, at sports time. Well, guess what? Manchester searching for 6 to 5 runs for victory. They're 30 without loss. Now, Demario Hall is on 18, and Kevoy Williams with him on 11. Hall has faced 28 deliveries, while Williams has faced 20 deliveries so far. New bowler being brought on, Tyson Gordon. Junior, we call him, bowling to the left-hander Williams. Williams being very watchful, the ball keeping a bit low, playing the ball on the offside defensively. Looking on the offside though, there's one slip, back with a point cover, extra cover. There is a deep mid-off though, and a deep mid-on. Also mid-wicket in the house, and a deep mid-wicket. So the left-hander looking all around Williams. The bowler, Gordon. St. Mary though, on the back foot you may say though, coming into this final, not losing a game. Gordon, flight to delivery, and he did in a half of the bat going on the square leg region. Venture square leg. The square leg was extremely deep, and the batter, Williams, did not think of going for the single. When he looked up, he saw Hall halfway down the pitch. Then he realized it was an easy single. So one more run to the tally, 31 runs on the board, 31 without loss. So Gordon will be continuing. End of this over, we send it back to the duo in the studios. Bowling to the left-hander Hall, this time around two left-handers. Flight to delivery. Ball punched back down. The pitch fielded by the bowler Gordon. Slow deliveries from Gordon though. Flighted somewhat. Bowling to Hall once again. Trying to turn on the onside. Mid-wicket is there. No run scored. Wanting to play a little bit late because there's no one in square leg region, just the umpire. Flighted, swinging behind square. They go through for one. All on the ground, and one is all they get though. And Hall not happy at all with the running of Williams. Thought they could have come back for the second. So one more run to the tally. So 32 runs on the board. And there's an umpire that's checking the ball, making sure it's okay. That's umpire Forrest. Maybe something is wrong with the ball, though. I think he's trimming it. Yes, he is. He's taking out his scissors and trimming the edges on the ball. Sure, everything's okay. Gordon. Bowling to Williams. Again. Williams looking around. Still no change in the field. A slip back with a point. Cover, extra cover. Mid-off, mid-on. Mid-wicket. Deep mid-wicket. And defensively, he plays that delivery. Signals the end of another over. So Manchester searching for 65 runs for victory. They're 32 without loss. Williams is on 12, and the Mario Hall is with him on 19. We'll give you another update next 15 minutes or so in this Kingston Wolves Under 15 final.
This live report from the Kingston Wolves Under 15 final was sponsored by Kingston Wolves, the Caribbean leading multi-purpose sport terminal and logistic provider. You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, welcome back. For those who following the track and field, I just made a post. There are two types of people who discuss sports in Jamaica. Those who can reason dispassionately, without sentiments and without emotions, and those who just emotionally attached to the matter, understand what they want. Yes, so when Bruce James said Elaine should not be part of the 4x1 team, a bagger man run out saying, look what she did in the Heat, the 990. Some of them, as I said, are known Elaine fanatics, and them not credible discussing Elaine terms. Me know that. And if you watch the Facebook page, I hear some of them. I have another kind of person who discuss sports, who are able to lock off them emotion, lock off how they feel about a person, and look at the thing for what it is. Now, I remember coming here on Monday and said that 990 people is misleading. It's a standing start. We don't know if she run 100 meters. And therefore, we can't use this to say that she's back in form. See there? 11 seconds.
Well, I can get specific, they call her Patrick.
was calling and saying that if Elaine Thompson run 10 times against, who beat her? Who can say
Shakari. Natasha Morrison.
Natasha Morrison. She gonna beat her 8 times out of the 10.
Yeah.
And you were telling me that not in this set of form, not this Elaine.
I was trying to tell Patrick,
Yeah,
I was saying based on what kind of form. That's why, hey, you have layman with talk sports and you have real sports talk.
And he said, wait until Thursday, you're going to see.
Yeah, Patrick, you need to call
Yeah, Patrick need to call it.
I don't understand why people...
So Patrick need to call and apologize.
I said, Patrick, form matters. So Natasha beat her at the trial, you know?
Yes.
And come beat her now.
It means that Natasha, this season is better than Elaine
Yes.
Thompson, clearly.
And when I was trying to tell Patrick that, so the decision not to have Elaine running the relay,
it's not
although me so them did
afar, and she didn't want to run the curve.
It's not as Bramblers.
It's not a poor decision.
One name Sensenia Ben Naya. The man, I mean, I tell a sense them. Well, I don't know if my listen.
He listens occasionally.
There are credible sports journalists and there are emotional fanatics. You decide when you hear people attack which side of the argument. I'll leave it at that. Always stay.
Yeah, we can't take calls again, people. So not one. Well, yes, you can. 876-968-8117. That's 876-968-8117. Call through and let your voice be heard. Yeah, when I remember vividly, man, Patrick say, all right, you can't stay there. If you leave Thompson, catch it to them back then. What you gonna do to them and can't beat her?
And I was trying to tell him, you know.
Yeah.
That's what I mean to tell us is that you have some people who follow sports more than me. Make them that, you know.
Yeah.
Me not come and tell us me know sports more than nobody else.
Mm-hmm.
What me know say me have more than 99.99% of the people who talk sports is the ability to be logical and rational and to separate feelings from a sports discussion. So when Mr. Steve Smith over Brian Lara, the average man in the Caribbean can't sound saying. You know, Elaine Thompson is an icon. Few people in Jamaica can have a discussion about Elaine without being sentimental and emotional. I'm one of those. All right, hello.
Rumble in the jungle, man.
Mama Beer, man. Long time, man.
At KLAS Sports FM Amiga style, no, sir?
Yeah.
Yes, man. Number one disciple at touch base, you know? One good little while now, I don't touch base in my side, but that's how I go, you understand?
Yes.
I started at the disciple Earth Strong, you know, so hope you guys keep that in mind.
Oh, you're Earth Strong? Yeah, man, wonderful.
2nd of September, man. You know, so that's how I go. Anyway, little Samson. What go on? How we not hear nobody?
Yeah, man, we are here,
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
This incident with that happened after the Spain the match between Spain and England. Spain and
yes.
England.
Yes.
When it is well not alleged, but the president of the Spain Football Association.
Yeah, man.
Put on a little troops on one of the players and it caused a big ever.
Yes.
What I'm saying, Orville, I never know say a little could cause such a great
well, that me I say.
Panorama.
Yeah, I have said that very some another song say what one dance can do. We could have called this what one kiss can do.
But I don't know. It look away, and then we wonder if these things are happening because the world is so tentative, especially the people that call themselves trans, you know, and so much so that people are a bit afraid.
No, man, but this don't have nothing to do with it. No, man, this don't have nothing to do with the trans people.
No, I know, but I mean because of how they carry on. You understand? People are beginning to get tentative, little something. I believe that is the reason, you know.
Yeah, but you have a man after us now, say the
times. You understand what I'm saying?
No, but you as a man, I get it, but you as a man after us understand that times and times change. So you have to be careful what you're doing in the workspace with women. Yeah, man.
Why? And then now, are you that one of the female, the one of the representative on the Spain side is saying, boy, it is so sad because when they walk on the street and people should be congratulating them, it's as if they congratulate and then the thing turn out into You understand? This big everlasting hurrah. You understand what I'm saying, Orville?
Yes.
And this is just because of a kiss. You understand?
Granted, do you know the kiss inappropriate, you know, boss. The man out there
Yes,
understand.
and then that fellow did it. Me I wonder what come across him for this. He couldn't just do something else, man. Hug the girl and leave her alone, man.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying, Orville? I don't know. I think sound weird, star. I don't understand.
They're using they coming down on the man too hard for that. Yeah.
Too hard, Orville, man. Good gracious me, man. You know, they have to blow the thing out of proportion. So me I wonder now, suppose it was a male do that to another male. I wonder if they would do the same thing. But this world getting weirder and weirder, you know.
Ah, boy.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah, man, the place I get tentative and weird, man. You can't kiss a girl and it no cause problem, have you?
No, man. Why you understand says not just the kiss, you know, it's who you was and who she was.
Yeah.
So it's not the kiss so much.
And it was on the lips.
It is the fact that you are the president of an association.
Oh, yeah, I understand.
And
should be setting an example.
Yeah, man, you can't do that, man. But God, man, the man, you run the man out of office. FIFA suspend the man for 90 days.
FIFA under pressure. FIFA under really probably the was.
You know, reprimand the man and join me, but no go to the extent now where them a call him head and. You know,
that is what is going on in the modern era, my boss. When they hold you, my boss, when they do anything, them think you're sexually abusing women and things like that. They go and pressure the place.
You know.
Yeah.
Anyway, boy, big up on yourself, you know. Mommy, you just a touch base.
Yeah, man, big up, big up yourself, mommy. We'll take a break, Nicholas. We'll take the break. We're coming back.
If you're having roofing problems, Tropical Metal Products is here. For your best choices in wide variety in roofing and window solutions, call 765-9444. That's 765-9444. Do it.
The time by Tropical Metal Products is 2 o'clock.
Use bleach. Diluted household bleach solutions can be used if appropriate for the surface. Never mix household bleach with ammonia or any other cleanser. Unexpired household bleach will be effective against coronaviruses when properly diluted. Prepare a bleach solution by mixing.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, music. This one from Richard Stevens and Kukudu, brought to you by HChem Paints for people who dream in color.
If God has been good to you, mighty God, put your hands up high, high, high. If you know God is real, big up Father. Let the trumpet sound. When I hear some people say, make them talk with them on. There is no God, I just pray that no way. There must be more. I said forgive them, cause they know not what to say. Make them pray for them now. If you know that God is alive, just put your hands up in the sky. Raise your voices and sing. Shout from ground to ceiling. Say glory, 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 glory. Emmanuel, yes, him are the light and the only way. So we no care where some people have to say. Let them talk. Father God, we got it. Yes, and we are tell everybody. Be careful of the words that come out of your mouth. Father God alone, the only way out. You better hurry up, and come the train and leave. So you better run it down. Oh yes, no matter wait till it get too late. No matter wait till it get too late. Open up your heart, believe in the faith. Open up your heart, believe in the faith. When I hear some people say, well I say, there is no God, I just pray that no way. I said forgive them, cause they know not what to say. prayer for them now. Sing. If you know that God is alive, just put your hands up in the sky. Raise your voices and sing. Shout from ground to ceiling. Say glory, 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 glory. Some may say that how can they pray to a God that they never seen yet? I say seek ye first the kingdom of God, get the knowledge and the full concept. Because Satan a work and a work overtime. Him on a mission to confuse your mind. Only for people that step out of line, but these are the signs of the time. You better hurry up, hurry up, hurry up and come. The train and leave, so you better run it down. Oh yes, no matter wait till it get too late. No matter wait till it get too late. Open up your heart, believe in the faith. Open up your heart, believe in the faith. When I hear some people say, make them talk with them on. There is no God, I just pray that the way. I said forgive them, cause they know not what to say. Make a prayer memory. If you know that God is alive, just put your hands up in the sky. Raise your voices and sing. My God is ever living. Let's pray for those who all forsake Him.
All right, that was Richard Stevens. Pray That Away. Brought to you by Edge Campaigns for people who dream in color. The 200 meters coming up now with Sherika Jackson. Some people say it's going to be difficult, but it's a fast track. But after 6 races, was it 6 races or 7 last?
Give me a guess.
For our time, it's tough after a tough world championship.
Give me a tough time.
What's your last week again?
21:41.
21:41. 21:45.
Mr. 21:6.
21:6.
21:60.
21:60. All right, we can see you closer.
We can see.
21.
Oh, we stay there.
Franco.
People don't can still call. Franco.
Yeah, man. Franco from St. Bess. Franco, good afternoon.
Blessed up on the surf, now you hear me?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, for real, man. Big up yourself, great motivator. Good to hear you. For real, for real. Yeah, man, I want to talk a little boxing, man.
Boxing?
Yeah, man. Usyk, he fought over the weekend. Did you see the fight, you guys? Did you see the fight?
No, we didn't see the fight. Update us. Enlighten us.
He won, I think, in the 9th round. I think he knocked him out, technical knockout or something like that in the 9th round. But he heard him from in the 8th round. But it's a little controversial. That's what I'm asking you guys. If you see the fight, it's like a Mike Tyson. What's his name? The guy he lost, Buster Douglas. Yeah. Tyson knocked him out in the 8th round. Something like that happened in the 4th round. The bell must have saved Usyk, so the guy must have floored him in the 8th round. Something like that. Like I said, I don't watch television, so I don't know, but I heard the report.
Speak up a little bit. Yeah, man. So, and talk with more vigor like you usually do.
So I don't know. It must be the phone, man.
That's better. You see your sounds. Yeah, man. That's the Franco.
You sound Franco-ish now.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. For real, man. The guy must have heard him in the 4th round, and he got saved by the bell or something like that. Maybe somebody who saw the fight can call in and say what happened. Yeah, because I don't watch television. But anyway, man. What's the group? The group thing came out already?
Oh yes, it has. Hold on. Which group you want to hear about? Your team's group, Arsenal.
Arsenal. I want to hear what group.
All right. Yeah, man. It came. Well, let me find it for you. Right away. Yeah. All right. Indeed.
Shipping Port. You know if he's still on vacation with his family?
I think he's. I think he's back, man. He's back. He's back now. Should be calling soon.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite callers, man. But man, he got a minus, man, on that last call, man.
You got a minus?
Yeah, man. I was laughing so hard, man. Man, I was laughing so hard, man. Came up on the radio, chatting off his mouth, calling up man's name and stuff, man. You guys got the man on the line, man. Chipping for state. Oh, that's why my name I'm talking. Me and my family, they on vacation, you know. Man, I would die. I broke down. Man, I almost died with laughing.
All right, here's the group. Group B, we're in.
A little punk, man.
Him sound like a punk.
Huh?
We say him sound like a little punk.
Man, he ran like just like a punk, man. He put on that punk jacket real fast, man. Wow. I hope it was just for a second, man. I hope he comes back, man.
Yeah.
For real, man.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, that was embarrassing, man. I was so ashamed, man, that it wasn't me, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. After he come out, you hear the way he come out?
Yes.
Shut his mouth, calling up the man's name, man.
Yes, indeed.
He said, let's go in the ring. Man, that man put on that cowboy jacket, man. Wow. That was so funny that day. No, for real. Chipping foot anyway, there, bro. You got to, man. I don't know how you're going to come back in Bronco's book, man. But, man, it's minus with you, man. Bronco don't deal with punks, yo. Even if we lose, yo, we going down fighting, yo. We ain't going down like no punk, yo. You get what I'm saying? Yo. Anyway, bless you.
Yeah, man. We in group before you go. We in group B. Sevilla, Arsenal, PSV from Holland, and RC Lens.
Man, that's an easy win.
Yeah, man. We should advance. Most can get top 2 in this.
We should win that group flying with our 2 games left, please.
Yes.
Nothing left.
Yes, indeed.
Nothing left. Man, I don't like the way Arsenal, man. They ain't got that fire in their belly. At least Bronco don't see it, man. I know champions, man. I've been watching champions from way back, man. Lawrence Taylor, the Michael Jordan, all of them greats, man. You got to have that fire thing up in you, man. If you ain't got it, man, you ain't being no champion around here, man. They ain't got it. At least I ain't seen it yet, man. It ain't, man. Anyway, yo, bless up.
Big up, Franco. All right.
Who's there, Craig? All right, the lines are available, people. When is the next report? Not sure.
We're not sure.
The next report. All right, well, the lines are available now, listeners. 876-968-8117. That's 876-968-8117. Cavalier play in a
5 o'clock. Yeah.
5 o'clock today.
What is side name? That side from Trinidad.
Yeah, AC Port of Spain from Trinidad.
Down at Sabina Park.
5 o'clock. And remember, $1,000 to get in. I remember the big thing is that, because I spoke to Rudolph Speed yesterday on the scoreboard, the big thing is that if you win it's 2 groups, 5 teams in each group. Top 2 goes through to the semi-final. They are the final. The 2 finalists go into the CONCACAF Champions League for next year. I think it's next year, February, or so on and so forth. Then the third place playoff with somebody else to get to the 3rd spot. But if you win that final, if you advance to the semi-final, get to the final and win the final, it's likely that the winner will face up against Inter Miami. Yeah, I would love that. So I hope all 3 teams are in the semi-final from Jamaica.
Yeah, you want to see Messi?
We want to see Messi live and direct. Yeah. That would be sweet.
Which Jamaican wouldn't?
Yes.
All right, Wisdom from Mobi.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Wisdom.
Yes, boss.
I was trying yesterday, but I just couldn't get through.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyways, the king of the world, NBA is the basketball kings of the world.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, but I saw some basketballers lick out against it.
Yeah, man, it vex.
But a few of the analysts, so maybe them should have go play the competition and win the competition and just make everybody keep quiet. But we win Olympics. They win Olympics almost all of the time. Then probably lose on. Well, you can't tell me if them did lose.
Yeah, man, they would have lost a couple of times. And I don't think they entered any team the last time out. I'm not sure. Because it was
Yeah,
just
man,
coming
they
out.
had entered with Durant and Draymond and some other people.
In 2021?
I don't remember.
Because
I think
remember 2020 Olympic was postponed to 2021. You know? It was held in 2021.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm not sure if the American Center basketball team. I can double check still.
But if at least them go Olympics, where my man talk about the World Championship.
Mm-hmm.
So at least if they go Olympics, they could say that they are still world champion. But I understand the point that he's trying to make, you know. But I guess American.
You know what I say? A man post and me have to laugh. A man say, "Why are we surprised? If not the American, them sing 'We Are the World.'" Michael Jackson, Lionel Richie, them and Tina Turner did sing a song named "We Are the World." You know? Me have to laugh, brother.
It wasn't in that context, though.
And that man post.
It's funny. It's funny.
The man said, "No, them sing 'We Are the World." Man. Have to laugh.
Zidane.
Yes.
You still have Arsenal to win the cup.
Yes.
Okay. We'll watch a few more games.
Yeah.
You did say Arsenal, but now watch a few more games.
City playing well.
The other day, I stopped listening to the match, you know, with Liverpool, you know.
Thought Newcastle had it.
Yeah, man, and when I go check up on the match, in the 98th minute, I realized it's 2-1, Liverpool.
Yeah, man, Darwin Núñez came on, man. 2 fantastic finishes, especially the first one.
Yeah, so.
First one, the angle and the distance, you think the goalkeeper would have been favorite to make the save. And find the corner, man. Hard and low.
I was surprised with 10 men.
Yes.
So I don't even know whether I'm if build me up for Liverpool right now still, but I'll go and watch them.
Yeah.
I'll go and watch them at all. Zidane again, which basketball team you carrying this year?
Anyway, LeBron James there.
Anywhere?
Yeah, them me I carry.
Them me I go with this year.
But if you ask me who will win, I'll have to wait until closer to the season to give my logical opinion now. So the one a while ago is my emotional opinion.
Okay.
Closer to the season, I give my logical opinion.
Closer to the season or when them start playing?
No, man, closer to the season, like pre-season, man. You don't have to wait till the season start.
Okay.
Yes.
Top 4 teams in the West.
Oh, that's easy. You know, Lakers, the defending champions, obviously Phoenix, and maybe the Kings.
Okay, no Golden State.
Golden State old, you know.
Eh?
They're getting older.
Okay, East. Miami.
Boy.
Milwaukee. But then Mr. Giannis want to leave.
But no, man, he's saying that he's not going to renew a contract yet. He's not going to extend his contract until he believes that himself and the administrators are on the same wavelength going forward. Yeah, man. All right, big up Wisdom. Thanks for the call. I will take a break. We're coming back.
The JSC Group, Jamaica Stock Exchange, Jamaica Central Securities Depository Limited, and JCSD Trustee Services, providing a fair, efficient, and transparent stock market for over 45 years. The time by the Jamaica Stock Exchange Group is 2:15.
Today is the day to push past my limits. Escape my comfort zone. I won't live within it. Healthy energy from my mind and body. Be all I can be. The version of me. I won't give up. No, I never stop. Boost me up. Supplicate. Boost me up. Boost me up.
One glass of Supplicant has 8 vitamins and minerals and is power-packed with protein to maintain healthy muscle mass. The day is yours. Supplicant boosts you up.
We
Win over $1 million in cash and prizes in the Yummy Summer Competition. Purchase any 4 of your favorite Yummy pastry. Write your name and number on your receipt. Send in with your Yummy salesman or drop off at the nearest supermarket or Yummy agency. 28 weekly prizes, 4 winners every week, plus grand draw August 28th for a laptop. $60,000, $30,000, plus a Yummy basket and back-to-school vouchers. Grand prize, a family weekend for 4 at the Holiday Inn. It's the Yummy Summer Competition, authorized under Section 58(3) of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
The Jamaica Customs Agency and the Passport, Immigration and Citizenship Agency are advising that as of September 1, 2023, air passengers to Jamaica must complete their Immigration Customs Passenger Declaration or C5 form online at enterjamaica.com. Air passengers, go electronic with C5. It's fast, safe, and convenient. For more details, you may contact the Jamaica Customs Agency at 876-922-5140 and the Passport, Immigration and Citizenship Agency at 876-754-7422.
No more long wait at Kingston was limited. Thanks to the quick and collect alternative. An easy and fast and safer process of clearing your barrels without any glitch. Just visit the webpage and sign up at clickandcollect.com. Submit your shipment and make your payment. Takes no time for your clear customs. You click, we clear, you collect. No waiting line, no lengthy process. Arrange your pickup and we'll do the rest. Sign up online, just click and collect. Click and collect, click and collect. Sign up online, just click and collect. Click and collect, click and collect. Sign up online, just click and collect.
Clear your barrels with Kingston Wharves Click and Collect. For more information, call or WhatsApp 876-577-8905. Kingston Wharves. You click, we clear, you collect.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, welcome back. All right. That's going on the Facebook page after that.
What?
There's a brother named Slater. He not give up on you on this Bradman thing, you know.
What? Yeah,
yeah. He always a come with some Bradman thing.
Yeah. It's a brother, I'm telling you, we call the program, but he's deadly afraid. Terrence Slater. He's the most brave man on the Facebook. For him, no, poor Terrence. Terrence, much brighter than you have tried, my boss, to argue, and them usually come out second. You're a very wise man not to call it. Make we leave it right.
Not letting go after this Bradman thing. Track and field post, I will making up people, but Thompson thing.
And the man say, I'm a fanatic about Bradman. Although he says that I'm a fanatic that use facts. But if I use facts, then that means I'm not a fanatic, you know, because there's a base on which I come to the conclusions I come to. Him they even understand basic English, you know. Now, fanatics are people who come to a position without any rational vehicle to get them there.
Yeah.
If me say me rate Bradman as the best, and here are the reasons, that, and they are all factual and they make sense, then that's not me being fanatical.
Yes.
If I say I rate Jordan as the best, and these are the reasons, and the reason them stand up to scrutiny and make sense, Terrence, that's not a fanatic. A fanatic is a person who just blindly take a position, and the reasons for take the position can't stand up.
Rate Jordan because he's more exquisite. Long with him tongue flying at the ear. You know, that is a fanatic.
That's a fanatic, man. But if me say me rate the man because this, that, and that, and there are cricketing reasons will make sense. Now you may say that you disagree, but there's nothing fanatical about it. But Terrence don't have much sense. That's the truth. What do we know?
876-968-8117. That's 876.
I wonder if the people are worried about calling and we are go back to Sean now. 2:30. What time now?
2:21. So we have,
all right. So we have 9.
Yeah, we can take 2 or 3. We can take 2 or 3 during that window. So 876-968-8117. That's 876-968-8117. Call through and let your voice be heard. Now is the opportunity. The ones who are always complaining that the wait is way too long for them to get on. So if you call right now, you get through to us on the sports text immediately. So
yeah, man, just call through now if you want your voice to be heard on the program. 876-968-811.
Yeah,
7.
7. The calls are starting to come back. So we'll
All
take
right.
them immediately. Hello.
Yeah. Good afternoon. This is a sports desk.
Yes, sir.
Orville and Zidane, big up on yourself.
Yeah, man. Big up. You're a first timer.
No.
Oh, you call her.
Marshall, this for me did get back the producer's view, but I'm not let it go again.
Oh.
All right. I know that time I know.
Mm-hmm.
You can give us some updates on the Diamond League we are going. Who win the 100?
Shakari beat Natasha and Elaine, 2nd and 3rd.
Elaine
Shakari ran
run
10-8. Yeah, Elaine finished 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
Shakari ran 10-8. Natasha ran 11 seconds. Elaine also ran 11 seconds, but apparently when they split it down to the thousands, Natasha got it.
Yeah, Natasha.
And Sherika won. What was this time for Sherika Jackson in 200 meters?
21:82.
82. Okay.
Yeah.
So Sherika won the 200 meters. Comfortable. Sherika's running against the clock these days in the 200 meters.
Shaka broke the record in the Diamond League final.
When is the Diamond League final?
About 2 weeks.
2 weeks from now. Yeah, because people were saying that while they think she's in 21-3 form, they're saying that because of the tough races that she had last week.
That's why I said 21-6.
Yeah. She wants some rest after that.
It would have been tough now for
recuperate.
Yeah,
but she's easily the best 200 meter runner in the world at this point. Yeah, as I feel.
Yeah, man. She broke the world record, man. The next 2 weeks time, I'm going to look out for the world record.
I'm not so sure about that.
Yeah, it's hard.
That not going to be easy, my boy. It is clear that it is not going to be.
It's not going to be easy, but she are going to do it.
All right, I could say, I don't bet against it. If I had to bet, I would bet against it. But if you run 21:41 and 21:45, then clearly you have the potential to run those 21:35.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
But I just feel that having not gotten it at the World Championship, it's hard for you to get it for the rest of the season.
I think so.
Yeah, more of the people them to start beat down Flo Joe record.
They might beat it down.
Yeah, because one at the time he used to beat it down, you know.
Yeah.
But after looking over it, you see if a Jamaican had have the record there, we would have been saying something totally different.
Well, people are questioning the win reading at the time, you know. People said the win reading for that 10.49 was 0.0 wind.
Yeah.
But the long jump, which was going on at the same time, I must say 4 meters per second wind. So
yeah,
there are question marks around it.
Yeah, I remember that clearly.
Yeah. So if all that are true, then we have all right to suspect it.
Yeah, we can't. Me have my suspicion, but me just love it because I say if that was anyone of our athlete, if a Merlin had do it at the time, would have glorified.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have to beat down for them thing. And Shakari, she just go and enjoy herself, you know, man. Wait till Mama come back here. Yeah, left her to Mama.
Who's that?
Shelly and Fraser.
Well, Shakari is 23, you know. Still young enough, so she expected to be getting better and better.
And a Mama go put her down.
Right.
I know for them Mama put down, you know.
It will be interesting. Come
man,
Olympics
no,
next season.
You know, so one time Alison Felix ever pull up in a 200 meter race.
And a VC make that happen.
Shelly.
Oh, Shelly make that happen.
200 meter, yeah.
Oh.
One time. And Bolt send home the amount of sprinter where America send come for test Bolt. Walter Dixon must say one Olympic him come. Wally Spearman, Sean Crawford, a whole heap of them, man. A whole heap of them, man. Are we are the dominant force in our sprinting in the world, man.
So you know so much about sports and Harley, Carlos, Marshall.
Me?
Yeah, I understand.
I get you, I can't get you.
I'll get you, you can.
You know from when me I try to get you too, no?
Understood.
Yeah, man, I get you, I can't get you, man.
All right, boss.
But yeah, well, respect our manners.
Good to hear from you. Yeah, man. Big up, Marshall.
Yeah, man. Respect
yeah,
man.
We can't take a 2-minute one now.
All right. Hello.
Are we? Yeah. Yeah,
Not him, not minute, Orville.
Oh, Mr. V.
Who win the 100?
Shakari Richardson from the United States.
All right, let me ask you, how much runs, what was Barbados score last night?
Barbados all out for 60 against Trinidad.
Orville, them drop a sitter half whole dino. It would be 4 wickets for 5 runs, you know. And the man make 30. Hey, a 3 wicket, Russell taking a 1 over, you know.
Yeah.
So
well, last year, Mr. Them for us hand the trophy to Trinidad. It looked like this year, Mr. I said that.
No. Jamaica, tell her we have a good chance.
Yeah. Well, make us see.
So we are playing Barbados tonight.
Yeah, also 6 o'clock.
All right, sir, cool.
All right, hit that.
No, you know, said 2 minutes, 10 minutes and a half.
We have Sean line up.
Yeah, not yet. He's
not
yet. 10 minutes. Cool.
We'll take the break.
Yeah, we'll
take the break. Mr. P. Thanks for the call. I will take the 2:30 break. We're coming back.
I won't settle for anything less than the best when it comes to my luxury SUV. I want to have it all. Modern intelligence, a futuristic design, and a truly luxurious interior. Introducing GWM's midsize SUV, Haval H6. This SUV has it all. Spacious interior for the family, plus cutting-edge connectivity features and a 5-star safety rating. Fastest growing SUV brand in the world. GWM Haval, now in Jamaica with a 6-year warranty. This is affordable luxury. Test drive GWM Haval exclusively at Stewart's Automotive Group.
It is your right to know what you want. Information at your fingertips. It's for the man in the streets, for those in business. Information for everybody. No one has it, so you can use it to develop your community. Your right to know information at your fingertips.
A message from the Access to Information Unit.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute. It's sponsored by Dangerous Auto Spares and Accessories Limited, Edgechem, Any Bet, and Milestone Restaurant Bar and Grill.
Northampton shall have re-signed Indian wicketkeeper batter Prithvi Shaw for next season, with the Indian player to return in June. Shaw made a record-breaking impact for Northampton in the season's One-Day Cup, hitting a club best 244 against Somerset earlier this month. He followed that with another century against Durham before a knee injury cut short his stay after 4 games. Shaw will be available for both the county championship and 50 over format while at Wantage Road. That is Sports in a Minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Dangerous Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10. Call 876-929-9146 and in Maypen. Edgechem, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Any Bet, your best bet, reminds you to bet responsibly at Milestone Restaurant Bar and Grill. Celebrate good food, celebrate good vibes. You're listening to Jamaica's first and number 1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, welcome back to the show, and we go back to the phone lines. Hello.
Am I there?
Yes. Oh, this Garvey.
The goat could only be no one else but I. Hello.
Yes.
Hello, Orville.
Yes.
Hey, Orville, let me ask you a question there. Because I've been listening to a lot of none. Hey, Orville, one time you used to brag to your program at the Bright People. I mean, I kind of agree with you, you know. But so I kind of disagree based on me here from your program last 2 days.
It was the Bright program before you start call or when you start call.
Good try.
Yes.
Yeah, I said, Orville. Let me ask you a question, Orville. If we were to discuss the greatest team sport athletes in the world, right, Orville?
Donald Bradman from Australia.
No man. And I ask you, who is the greatest team sport athlete? Which team sport would qualify to be in the discussion for you?
Not every team sport.
Haha, there you go.
Orville, you know, so I was part of a discussion where people try to tell me the NFL players are not global enough to be in any discussion regarding the greatest athletes of all time.
Yeah.
What is your take on that?
The greatest athlete of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning track and field or just sportsman?
No, man, team sports, what that about?
Donald Bradman from Australia.
No, man, may I say, the discussion was, we were trying to say from which sports can a man come to qualify in the discussion for being greatest team sport athlete of all time. And some people, man in the group are tell me say, cricket not qualify and have it.
Why?
Because them say not played in enough countries.
Oh.
Say not global enough. A man tell me say volleyball more global, rugby more global. So what is your thoughts on that?
I suppose volleyball is global enough.
Can you tell me a great volleyball player that you're aware of?
Me not follow volleyball internationally. Like.
You follow NFL football?
No.
You know of any great NFL players?
Tom Brady.
You see the difference?
Yeah.
You see the difference, Orville?
No, yeah, I see the difference.
We live in Jamaica. We live in Jamaica right here where rugby and volleyball is played, right? Zidane, tell me a great Jamaican rugby player.
Can't think of any.
We follow the American thing, them, man.
Yeah.
So how can a man say, so when a man say not global enough, what do they mean, Orville? In participation or in viewership or in sponsorship or in global appeal? Which one?
No, when you look at America's population and the different people that Nigerians live there, Asian people from all over the world, thousands, hundreds of thousands of them live in America. You couldn't consider an American athlete arguably the greatest sportsman of all time. Why not? The 350 million people live there. From different culture, different parts of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the biggest sport in America is football, what they call football.
Right.
Yeah, so if you disagree that him can't be considered, you don't see nothing wrong with that.
You see, a part of this discussion that was going on yesterday, the genesis of it, is the anti-American sentiment that a lot of us Jamaicans see. Even last week during the World Championship, I found that to be very prevalent. Like, you couldn't get to discuss the World Championship properly with some yardman because the lens where them are wear, the green, black, and yellow lens, brother, it's like it blind them vision.
Yeah.
So if you give Shakari any credit for winning the 100 meter, a man feel like the boy, yeah, sell out.
Oh.
A girl wins a 100 meter by 0.07. Isn't that a country mile in a 100 meter race, Orville?
0.07.
Mm-hmm.
Far, but I wouldn't say country
mile. But that's a good beating in a 100 meter, wouldn't you say?
0.07. I wouldn't say by a country mile, but significant enough.
A tenth of a second is considered a country mile in sprinting, not so?
Yeah, but 0.07 is not. 0.07 is 7/100ths of a second. Yeah. Not 7/10.
You're not here. I never said it was 7/10 in Orville. I said, how far is 0.07 from a tenth of a second?
Far, man.
No, it is 0.03 away.
300th of a second away.
Right. So it is 70% of the way to a tenth of a second.
If me run 0.7 seconds faster than you got
in a 100 meter, a big distance.
But I wouldn't say country mile.
Right. Me don't exaggerate. But it's a decent distance in a 100 meter.
You got beaten.
So how can a person lose a 100 meter like that, Orville? And then we see some people turn around now and I find every excuse in the world as not to give Shakari her flowers for winning that race.
Me are one of those who feel that it would be a closer race if she was right beside Sharika.
All right, question to you, Orville. Do you think that
you cannot
Sharika
not give 10.65? No. But would it have made a difference? Me think so.
You mean in the mental part?
Yes.
Oh, so you mean say me the right when me tell say opponents do matter in track then?
Not to the same extent as others.
Catching that on
Yeah. Because remember, Sharika Jackson hasn't gone faster than 10.65 at a major championship. You know?
Yeah, maybe she would have run 10.65 as well.
Yeah, so it would have tighter, but you can't say
Sharika
would have beaten her.
Right, and then the next thing to know, Orville, I agree with you on this point. Orville, why do people think that world records are so easily achievable?
I don't know.
How many Jamaicans have held a world record, Orville? Individual.
In a track and field?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
only two me know of.
Bolt and Safa?
Well, 3, sorry. Oh, I forgot about that stuff. Why am I got the forgotten, man? 3. Dana Quarry also had the world record at one point.
Okay.
Yeah. But when I say, why do Jamaicans think that these girls are just gonna get up and just smash world records like it's nothing?
No, well,
it's not so easy.
If she run 21:45 and then run 21:41, it's reasonable to think that she can go 21:35. It's not one of those bramble, overly emotional, sentimental thing to say.
No. I remember there's a certain elite caller who calls your program who was arguing me vehemently that Sherika Jackson was in world record shape in the 100 meter during the World Championship, Orville. And I found that so ludicrous, Orville. Do they realize a person who run 10.7 how far they end for 10.49, Orville?
No, you couldn't. Well, they were saying that she was in world record shape when she was doing the heat.
What they claimed, Orville. How much did she run at the national trials?
10.65. 10.65.
Right. And the person saying that Sherika made a pronouncement after the national trials that she's much faster now.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that can just be an athlete boosting them own case. But looking at the results on the track, how could anyone think that Sherika was capable?
She was faster over 200 meters doing it.
Yeah, well, for me, the argument I heard was that she's in world record shape for the 200 meters. I didn't hear that about the 100 meters.
But Arvin,
well,
I was not
it's
surprised.
fair to say that if you are fast than the 200, then it's not inconceivable to think that you'll be fast over 100 as well.
But Arvin, I was not surprised she ran 21.4 in the 200. As a matter of fact, I told Zidane before the 200 that it will take under 21.5 to win. Okay. Because based on her times in the 100, and she's stronger over her last 200. I expect her to run about 21.4, but to go 21, what's the record? 21.34?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She has to show me some 10.62 farming at the 100, and then me say, that look like it. It would there for break it. Yeah. Both us go with 9.69 at the Olympics, right? So I mean, just by doing basic maths, Orville, you double that's 1938. And you figure, say, the second 100, he might get a flying start. So when he run 19.30 in the 200, it was not surprising. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
Hey, so the man needs to put on the patriotism a little bit, man, and reason the sport's more balanced, man. And we are black people, so I mean, if you give American black people some credit, it's no different than giving a Jamaican black person credit. What's the difference?
Me not getting at the American Jamaica thing.
Yeah.
When me analyze, of course you want the Jamaican them with, but me not see nationality and geography with me. That's why I say Steve Smith over Lara, Bradman over everybody. Me not see nationality.
Steve Smith no over no Lara, you're Bramba.
No. The point is I don't see nationality.
And the average is falling. I mean, every day you watch you and I will be here to beat you. I will be here to lash you.
Steve Smith's test average will never be as low as for Brian Lara.
Oh, but no. Remember your theory, no. Once it is within 5, it is arguable.
Yeah, so it might get arguable, but Brian will be ahead.
But you're going to still argue for Steve, no matter what.
No, I'm saying at this point, suppose Steve start do a bag of foolishness. His average would still be ahead of Brian, but then maybe it gets, and I probably still rate him over Brian, but it probably would be a closer discussion.
No, sir. If the averages are not far apart, there's nothing else in his batting that you could take and
no, man. It's not just average why I rate him over Brian.
It's what else?
Whole heap of things, man. Let me not mention all of them.
Whole heap of things? Like which whole heap of things?
Like Steve Smith averages more than 40 against every team he play enough games against. More than 40.
You pick out a little one thing out of Brian Lara.
No. I'm saying there was one team that made Brian Lara look human. That was India with a 34 average. Nobody makes Steve Smith human. That's another.
Just give it time, man. I bet you one of them will get down there. Just let the length of the career play out.
So if one team come up now and him average drop down at 34 like when Lara average against India, then we'll see.
Announcement, Zidane. I have changed my. All right, Zidane. The Super Bowl prediction still between Cowboys and the Giants, but me edge the Giants above them based on what we see from Danny Dimes in the preseason.
So you're now going to the Giants to get to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, because Danny Dimes him look good in our preseason. I don't know. It look like the coach gets to him, brother.
All right.
And there's a couple of changes that I made. I sent them to you. Arizona is out based because Kyler Murray not coming back. So I'm going to put the Rams above them.
Well, you have up until next week.
In the north now, me take out the Broncos and me put in the Steelers.
You have up until next week, Thursday, to come with all of your changes on the radio.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. As long as the
And
season starts.
the greatest league on earth will be kicking off on Thursday, obviously. You need to tune in. The greatest sporting league on earth will be starting on Thursday, September 7th.
All right, sir. Big up yourself.
Yes, sir.
Big up Garvey.
Zidane.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Yeah, man. What we do now, Craig?
All right. So we can't we take the break now.
No, he said take another call. I'll run up to the break. Then
All right.
Then we'll
All
report. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
San Diego.
Good day. Good day. I didn't hear that usual buzz when I'm on.
Okay. You're on now.
Okay. Enough respect to Garvey. Like hearing him and, always interesting.
Yeah, man. When Garvey behave himself, a good caller. Good for radio.
Give credit to the race anywhere on earth, on the globe. Peter Tosh used to say, wherever on the globe you are, as long as you're a black man, you're an African.
Yeah.
Sha'Carri Richardson, again, Garvey make this point, I think, a while ago, that her win in the 100 meter at the World Championship was one of the clearer wins in the history of the championship,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she was convinced that she won once she crossed the line, although the viewers sort of didn't have it that clear. But on the track itself,
yeah, she saw that she passed them.
Right, she said that she had already passed the
Punch the air.
Clearly, right.
Yes.
The other day, Zidane, Thomas McLean, his name I was trying to remember. He was a midfielder from Camperdown
Mm-hmm.
with the long throws. He could throw a ball like you're kicking a corner.
Yeah.
He threw the ball onto the penalty spot from a distance. Was a great player. Was a good player. Played, I think he might have even get a national game, Nice player, Thomas McLean. Played around about 79 for Camperdown, them time there. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Orville.
Yes.
You mislead the world a while ago, man. It
As
is Marshall to put you back on track.
What did I say wrong?
Because you gave us an opening remark about the 4x1 relay and the non-selection of Elaine, having Morrison over Elaine. And from your discourse, it sounded to me like Mr. Boy come like Elaine around 7, 8 or 9, 6, 7.
No, the people were saying she had rounded off. She's rounding back into top shape.
Right. People were saying she was a better selection than Morrison.
No. But part of the reason why they were saying that is because they were convinced that she was back into top shape.
Right, and that's exactly the point I'm making.
Running 11 seconds shows that is not true.
But I mean, the fact it matters is a relay, and it's either she or Morrison or she or somebody else.
No. I am not. But here's my argument, Senji.
No, it's not a case of her being in top shape or not.
No, but I'm saying
it's a
that
matter of whether or not she can make the team.
No, I'm saying one of the arguments that they use to support her inclusion is
she's coming back to form.
She's coming back into top form.
All right, but
and I was saying, how do we know that?
Yeah, but you still mislead me, Orville, because
San Diego, I always mislead you. Other people understand this.
Elaine and Natisha Morrison are on the same time.
Elaine has not. No. My argument is about Elaine. When people were saying she's back into top form.
Yeah.
And people like Patrick saying.
Right, and I agree with you on that.
When Patrick saying anytime she see Natasha anyway, she gonna beat these people. And I was telling Patrick, how do we know that?
Right, and exactly. So
two counts. I was.
Say Natasha beat her badly.
It no matter about badly. Natasha beat her, my boss. Natasha was beat Elaine, and Elaine still hasn't broken 11 seconds.
Yeah. All right.
The Elaine we are round out into top farm, still no run.
Essentially, the man I said Elaine should have been a must because Orville. I said no, you can't say that.
Simple.
And his point has been proven to the
contrary. Yes. And
yeah. So how may I
mislead? Agree with that, but it was and you never.
If them did pick Elaine, we wouldn't have a problem.
Was it Mr. P who called and asked the result? You never give us the result. Say Sha'Carri Richardson win the race.
Yeah, I didn't.
We did, man.
No, you was sort of too caught up in saying.
No, man, me mentioned Sha'Carri run 10:88. San Diego, what do you mean?
At the start?
Yes.
San Diego, look at your bramblers on me.
Big up yourself,
San Diego, sometimes you will not allow your sentiments towards me if you cloud or your reason. Look how often me say. Look how often me tell you said Sha'Carri will do it. 10:18. San Diego, your brother, as usual.
Alright, 11 seconds for both though.
Big up yourself, San Diego. We take a break. We'll go.
Get running. Stay fit with the latest brands and styles at Western Sports. Running, walking, trekking. Western Sports has the shoe just for you. The time by Western Sports is
2:45.
This live report from the Kingston Wharves on the 15th final is sponsored by Kingston Wharves, the Caribbean leading multi-purpose sport terminal and logistic provider.
This for the Kingston Wolves on the 15th final, which completed a short while ago. Well, Manchester cruising home to victory, actually, and winning by 8 wickets. As St. Mary, they batted first, and they were sent in by Manchester. And as we won the toss early this morning, they made 64 all out. Leading the way was Giovanni Richardson, who top scored in the innings with 25. You have Noyan chipping in with 12, but the only other batter to reach double figures was Tyson Gordon Jr., who made 10. In the bowling department, this for St. Mary, Demario Hall took 5 for 7, and Flemings grabbed 3 for 11. Other successful bowlers were Tesla Ward with 1 for 13, and Jadea Moore 1 for 14. In response, the Barbars coach Manchester romped the victory, scoring 68 for 2. It was Hall once again who took 5 for 7. With the bat this time around, he led the way with 35 runs and carried his team to victory. Next best in the batting department was Kilroy Williams, grabbing 14, making 14 on the day. So, Manchester, 2019 champions, once again, have crowned themselves winners. In fact, in 2019, they defeated this same St. Mary right at Upard Camp in that final. And again, it seems like they love Upard Camp. Again, they are the champions. Right here, defeated the same team they defeated back in 2019. Congratulations, and I think the man of the match, it's a no-brainer for the man of the match. Demario Hall with a 35 in the top score, unbeaten at the end, and taken 5 for 7. He was in a demolition mood, you may call it. Oh, he was spinning the ball with mercy, and the St. Mary batters could not handle it. And guess what? In terms of batting, he found all over the park, all ends of the boundary, all over the park for the 35, led the way in the batting, led the way in the bowling, and led Manchester to another title, Kingston Wolves on the 15th edition. We'll have a lot more. We have some interviews coming up. But in the meantime, continue to listen to Careless Omega. Sports Desk is on the cards.
This live report from the Kingston Wharves on the 15th final was sponsored by Kingston Wharves, the Caribbean leading multi-purpose sport terminal and logistic provider.
We may be all over the world, but we're still in this together. Feel, make it easy for you get your money. So if you have to get a thing from your brother or mommy, hey, it's a not Insta, it's a MoneyGram. Zoom, check your phone, your money land. VNBS money transfer. CFR, faster, easier. Sign up for VNBS direct to bank account transfer today. No matter step out, fit in the line. Straight in your account, money reach long time. VNBS money transfer.
Tonight is the day to push past my limits. Escape my comfort zone, I won't live within it. Take energy from my mind and body. Be all like at me, this version of me. I won't give up, no, I never stop. Boost me up, boost up the check. Boost me up, boost me up.
One glass of Suppligent has 8 vitamins and minerals and is power-packed with protein to maintain healthy muscle mass. The day is yours. Suppligent boosts you up.
Your taxes hold the key.
Need to pay your property tax, motor vehicle certificate of fitness fee, or a traffic ticket? No need to join the line. Go online. Service at your fingertips 24/7. That's right. All these services and more are available online at jamaicatax.gov.jm. Fast, convenient, secure. Visit the How To tab on our website or call 888-TAX-HELP for details. Tax Administration Jamaica, working together to serve you even better.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number 1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Hey, people, St. Diego is a classic example of how personal feelings against a man. You know. Can't even blight all your own hearing. You know. From the race run, me attack say Sharika winning 10-80. Shakari. St. Diego said me did too busy I discuss alien. Me no mention Shakari. And the man I listen to the program, you know. But I St. Diego, me don't know what me do you in life, brother. But St. Diego, you have to do better than that. Well, no. I don't expect you to. But knock me when there's something to be knocked about, man. Don't go nitpicking for reasons for that. You know, look good St. Diego. I am man quote all Bible anyway.
Yeah, the point is that they call her Patrick, and I don't know why Patrick is not calling. Was telling us that any one of the two most alien athlete of the team for any one of the two, they must come out.
Exactly.
He even went as far as saying even Shelley too.
We were hearing about how the 990 is proving that he's back in top form. And I was saying 990 standing start. We don't know if it's 100 meters.
Yes.
And them something meters, you know. So that we can know. The lady run 11 seconds. And me point that out and point out that Natasha beat her. And St. Diego said, I mislead I mislead him. But I St. Diego God.
All right, back
next
on
guy.
Pioneer. Yes, Pioneer, right here.
Were you misled when me said that?
No, I never hear the conversation.
Oh, you never hear.
Based on how you explain, I don't think you're mistaken about it.
Not at
all. I'm correct, St. Diego. You just said, this win by Shakar is one of the clearer wins in the championship. Not Nagasa.
He said one of.
Yeah, but it top three. Okay. Shelley's 3 last victories were bigger victories than that one.
Okay.
And especially the one at 2013. She win by 200 of a second. No, she win by 0.2. She was 1071 and the next person was 1091.
Yeah.
Shakar beat. So yeah, she said this was I feel a close race. Yeah, Shakar realized that she got it when she crossed the line, but it's not a big beam. Zidane, you know Zidane. Me and you just agree to some madness. Yes, a man who is an American football.
Yes.
Can be considered as the greatest team sport athlete of all time.
Yes.
And your reason for that is giving that the Americans have a large population.
Yes.
All right. How large is the population of America, Zidane?
350 million people.
How much people live at China, Zidane?
Somebody just tell me say at 330. I don't know if
330. Yeah, 330.
Well, China, Zidane?
Give her it.
Yeah.
How much people live at China, Zidane?
A billion people live in China.
1.5 billion. How much people live at India, Zidane?
A billion people.
1.3 billion.
So
people.
yeah. So what's the point?
Both of those places have at least 3 times the population of America.
Yeah, so what's the point?
And then I play American football. So I take a man from American football and go to China and say, here is the greatest sportsman of all time. And the man start looking at me and say, why I'm play? We don't know the sport there over here, sir. Can't go India and do the same thing. So 2 countries that make up almost half of the world population now participate in the sport. And I take a man and carry them 2 countries and hold him up as the greatest sportsman of all time.
Oh, so he cannot be considered until those countries start to play NFL.
You at least balance out the scales, bro.
So, but hold on, hear that ridiculous now, Pioneer.
Yeah, come on, guys.
Hear that ridiculous now, Pioneer.
Yeah.
So Patrick Mahomes dominates the sport, out of class, and is seen as the greatest quarterback of all time. 30 years later, India start play the sport, China start play the sport, and somebody who is less of a player than Patrick Mahomes could be considered the greatest sportsman of all time, even though Patrick Mahomes is greater than him, because now India start play the sport.
This is a conversation that I've had.
No, you want to respond to that in a Pioneer.
Come again. Go on again.
I'm saying to you, Patrick Mahomes could be seen by you and me as the greatest quarterback of all time. But nobody else now play the sport right now. 40 years from now, India start to play NFL and China and every country in the world. Somebody emerge as a great during that time, but he's not as great as Patrick Mahomes in terms of number. He could be considered the greatest sportsman of all time, not Patrick Mahomes, even though Patrick Mahomes is greater than him in that sport.
Not necessary.
Yeah, but you admit that if other countries start to play the sport,
yeah, but it's a possibility, but not necessary.
It can't make no sense, Pioneer.
We'll judge him. We'll learn about that. We'll judge him against sportsman in another year. But me, I say, right now, as it stands right now, the fact that the NFL is not played in 90% of countries in the world. So, at least on a level, because it's played on some little back part of some country, but played mostly by American expatriates and managed up on Navy base and Man, then the army camp.
Well, Michael Jordan, lucky the people start playing basketball outside of America.
But basketball has always been a global sport.
Michael Jordan, lucky.
You know what the sport that Patrick Mahomes playing on it name?
Football.
National Football League. National, as in American football. As in American Football League. As in a national competition. And played a little bit in Canada in the CFL. That's a continental sport, brother.
So you say,
not a global sport.
So you say no one from that sport should be considered.
No, not a continental sport cannot be considered the greatest sportsman of all time. not the worst in country I'm living in is not one of the major population centers in the earth. See, you have 2 countries we have 5 times the population of each country. So what do we tell the people in those countries? That here is your greatest sportsman of all time. He plays in a sport that nobody in your country does.
In other words, what sport? To your point, what's the dominant sport in China?
Table tennis.
Yeah.
Running, track and field. Have a little.
Let us say we could. No. To your point.
Yeah.
The top table tennis player of all time in China.
Yeah.
Based on his country's population.
Could be the greatest sportsman of all time.
Could be the greatest sportsman of all time. If we're going strictly by
population.
By population.
Yeah, it's conceivable in Virgin.
And
this is a universal, it's a global sport.
So for me, it's not population in any one place. It's popularity across the world.
But it's a combination of both, teacher.
Make us say combination. But the top, would the top table tennis man ever from China, whoever he is, be considered? Because if China have 3 times the population of the US, and you four times, and we can consider a predominantly Zidane's argument would be that basketball is a lot. Well, I don't know. Is basketball more popular around the world than table tennis? You don't know.
It depends on the metrics you ever use.
Well, that again.
As you say now, here is where population comes into play, because China's population, for example, a sport like hockey.
No. Is basketball played in more countries competitively than table tennis? So I'm gonna ask if more people play.
Yeah, good question. We could check.
Is basketball played in more countries?
It's up there, though. Basketball is up there, but we'd have to check to see which one is ahead of which.
In terms of table tennis. Yeah.
We know of Indians playing basketball at a high level. We know of Chinese playing basketball at a high level. So it is conceivable to say.
Nigerians.
We know of the Nigerians. We know of Brazilians.
Australians.
We know of Argentinians.
Yeah, man. So it's up there. It's up there.
So when we can go to any point in the world, east, west, north, south, anywhere, and find basketball players at a high level.
What's the most popular team sport in China?
But I almost think it's football, I'm not sure.
Yeah, probably so.
I probably think it's football. Possibly, I don't know. I just
we are talking for the top of it.
It's like a football.
But when I go greatest sportsman of all time, man, one name on the call, man.
Who that?
One brother from Australia.
I'm not Australia, but teams sport playing in China.
Well, that me I tell you, now work with which country no play.
It's played a lot in India.
It is played.
It is even more conceivable. That is even more conceivable for me in a teacher and that.
Yeah.
Because India is such a big population center in the world, and when you add some of the other major population centers in the world, you'd have a more wider cross section or a more well represented cross section of the earth. Now for pick up one sport that is.
I see where you're coming from.
Country.
You're not making a bramble point, but I love to hear you and Garvey trash this out still.
Yeah, man. That's a simple point, man. That's simple. It's an easy argument.
But I love to hear Garvey at the counterpoint to what you say, because you're not saying nothing foolish.
But we have had this argument elsewhere.
No, man, but that is elsewhere.
Garvey just a try. Yeah, man.
Big up yourself, boy.
Garvey just a try to build a mountain and we just turn it in a sandhill and kick it over.
Big up, Pioneer. All right, cool.
Hey, let me say something. You say Pioneer in the last month?
Yes, excellent.
Pioneer become vintage Pioneer again. He ain't gone off the boil a little bit. But the Pioneer of the last month is demonstrating why he's a two-time guy. He did kind of allow himself to get distracted, and his motives were changing. Pioneer is now the kind of caller where me would have turned me to listen.
Yes, indeed.
Keep it up there, Pioneer. And when you bramble me, I can tell you.
Yes.
And when your motive is straight, I can tell you. But I've been very impressed with Pioneer in the last few weeks or few. We can take a break. We'll come back.
and disinfect surfaces frequently daily. This includes tables, doorknobs, light switches, countertops, handles, desks, phones, keyboards, toilets, faucets, and sinks. If surfaces are dirty, clean them. Use detergent or soap and water prior to disinfection.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, welcome back. Time for the second selection, brought to you by THANKN Paints for people who dream in color. This one is from George Nooks. Ride out your storm.
Don't give up, yeah. Just ride out your storm. Hey, you've been in the storm, and it seems like forever, and your nights of confusion has been so long. Your ship has lost anchor, and the storm that you drifted. Just hold on to Jesus, and ride out your storm. Ride out your storm. God is still with you. God is still with you. You may not feel it, but you're not alone. You're hurting now, but your morning is coming. Lord of mercy, just hold on to Jesus, and ride out your storm. Remember his promise. He said, I'll never forsake you. Though the waters are troubled, where do you know? Don't give up the battle, for your answer is coming. Just hold on to Jesus, and just ride out your storm. Ride out your storm. God is still with you. You may not feel it, but you're not alone. You're hurting now, but your morning is coming. Lord of mercy, just hold on to Jesus, and ride out your storm. Ride out your storm. God is still with you. You may not feel it, but you're not alone.
All right, that was George Nooks, Riding Out Your Storm. Good song. They're brought to you by THANKN Paints for people who dream in color. All right, let me remind the listeners that the numbers and spaces are there. I think there's one caller online, so you would be next in the queue. 876-968-8117. That's 876-968-8117. For now, we got to Big Coach. Good afternoon, Big Coach. Hello? Yeah, Big Coach. Yeah, Big Coach.
Big Coach?
Yes, the Big Coach this.
Oh, go on.
Yes.
Well, I know my turn coach then.
Oh, CC, Big Coach gone. All right, CC.
Yeah. Zidane, more ask you a question though. If we look at the, because you see the thing is, I hear people at a lot of time when no matter about the whole global thing and thing. But I always tell people, see, things comes down to marketing, right? The FIBA World Cup, as in the 2019, they were at a viewership at 3 billion people. So 3 billion people, the viewership is 3 billion, right? Right at about the same period where you would have said the FIFA World Cup, but for football. However, the FIFA World Cup for football is generating more money. So when you generate more money, you tend to really
hold on. 3 billion people watch FIBA World Cup.
Yeah, man. The 2019 FIBA World Cup, there was a 3 billion plus viewership.
And then on a big sponsor. Why wouldn't they?
Big sponsor in terms of like they sell the TV rights to a lot of people, so them sell it to like I think there were about 76 different broadcasters at the time.
Okay.
But they don't have they're not the marketing power FIFA push behind it where FIFA have the same probably are a little bit more viewership and FIFA is generating like billion in the 1.8 billion from the World Cup alone. So FIFA generate over 6 billion alone. But the FIBA is generating like 300 million. So it's good. To put that into perspective, the NBA is generating more money than FIBA, but yet still the NBA does not necessarily get more viewership than FIBA. So you see, this is the reason why I say to people say, oh, like depends on what category you are going to.
Why are you comparing FIBA World Cup to the NBA?
To the NBA?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying to you that for a man to go out and say, oh, he's world champion then, and you're putting it solely based on the fact that the best players around the world and all of this that plays in the league, it's just for me an asinine statement.
But CC, outside of this strictly meaning of the word world, which nobody can disagree with, that it's not really the world. You can't counter the other points, my boss.
But let me tell you the counter to
why are you trying to counter the other
let me tell you the counter to what they're saying. Non-American
so technically
players.
You're correct when you say it should not be called.
I'm going to show you this.
So what you're countering? You're saying there's another league that is better than the NBA overall as a basketball product overall, all things being considered. Is that you're trying to say, CC?
No, that's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say to you is this. If you all notice, the non-American players have not came out and said that they consider winning the NBA championship a world to call themselves world champions, right? And also, second, I watched a thing on I think it's First Take or what they were talking about the goat of goats, and their top 5 players, the top 5 people that they had on it. They had Serena, they had Tom Brady, they had Michael Jordan, they had Tiger Woods, and who's the other guy they had? But one thing I can say is this: you realize the people them that I'm calling, Zidane. I have not called Roger Federer. I have not called Rafael Nadal. I have not called the Djokovic. I have not called Usain Bolt. I have not called Lionel Messi. I have not called any of these people, I've called American people, and they're talking about goats of goats, greatest athletes of all times. And in their thing is 5 American people, 5 American athletes. So what is that telling you?
No footballer.
Messi is not there in that conversation. And then when I'm saying that any list that does not have
all time or current.
Eh?
All time list they give you our current list.
They say goat of goats, and they have 5.
And they have who? Jordan.
They had Michael Jordan. They had Tom Brady. They had Tiger Woods.
Here it go now. CPL I play.
Orville, man, you always in that thing. Okay.
I know Orville what CPL and me could
You know that man.
Yeah, man. That's
why man I go watch the football. I go watch the
CPL. So the CPL man never come. We don't want the tour we down there. Everybody say CPL. We can't say nothing.
Yeah.
So
we have to divide up the thing.
Yeah, but it kind of sad. Let me feel sad, Orville, because I have like at least $150,000 put down for admission fee for CPL this year, and none no come. So. Me not even know what to do with myself some of the times because I thought I would have had a couple of games.
I think you don't say you don't know what to do with the 50,000 now. I could suggest some things, but I leave it there.
Leave it there, Raka.
All right, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, man. We go to another one. Hello.
Orville and Zidane.
Good afternoon. Who we talking?
Driver.
Yeah, man. Driver.
Yeah, man.
Don't stop at all.
Boy, we have to stop for this one because Zidane will come for you now.
Yeah.
Yes, sure. Orville. I'm going to take it. I mean, can't make Zidane in the city attack and something I support. Watch me now.
Yeah.
Pioneer. Big up yourself anyway, because Pioneer just make a nice big fat cake and we come to put on the icing on it. Let me tell you.
All right. Yes.
Yeah, man. Zidane, you remember earlier on since here? Because you always remember what you said before, because you would put the foot in your mouth like you just did from last week.
Yeah, man. Let me hear it.
Yeah, man, because Stephen left on out of the court. I don't know.
No,
but they support him last week. Yes, man. Hold on.
Hold on, the driver.
You said you had said you agree with him. The first morning you come on, first afternoon when you came on.
No, man.
You said you agree with him.
No. Let me tell you something, boss. This thing came about on Monday. And I said, I understand why the people call themselves the world champions. It's Tuesday, me hear Stephen here comment, And then Mr. Minister Stephen he said I don't believe that he said anything wrong in terms of when he said the amount of different countries people playing. When Stephen here called him man ignorant, Stephen here was wrong. Because from the get I said technically, when people say you can't call them world champions, people are correct. I said that from the initial stage, my boss.
If you ask me, it should even be a discussion if you ask me in person. Let me tell you, because you were trying to justify. When they were talking to Pioneer a while ago, they were trying to justify why it could be. They could be considered the world champion, the NBA. Right? Now, listen to yourself. Find the team. When you earlier on, since year said, when we were discussing whether or not the Sunshine Girls, one of them or the team itself should have been named either
Sportsman of the Year.
Yes, man. Thank you very much. This is an exact word word. I hope I'm quoting it properly. You said that netball is a Commonwealth game, so they can't be considered. You said that. You said that. You remember saying that?
Me will use example that if Ramel the A King scored 1,000.
No. Do you remember? Let me ask you again. Do you remember saying the Sunshine Girl cannot be considered because it's your exact word?
I said, no man, I said a Sunshine Girl can't be sportswoman of the year.
Yes.
Yeah, not cool.
Yeah, man. If anybody remember can call and remind you. I'm gonna put it to you that if the USA have 230 million people thereabout, one person from that country can get up and say, well, they are the best in the world. The Commonwealth accounts for how much percentage of the population of the world?
No, the Pioneer was arguing something different from that point.
No. Essentially, Pioneer was saying you have a broader pool to choose from in terms of population.
Hold on, Dre. We're coming back.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute. It's sponsored by Dangerous Auto Spares and Accessories Limited, Edgechem, Any Bet, and Milestone Restaurant Bar and Grill.
Manchester City have reached a formal agreement with Wolves to sign midfielder Matheus Nunes for £53 million. Their deal includes a 10% sell-on clause for Wolves from any profits City make on the 25-year-old in the future. Nunes has now been cleared to have a medical in Manchester. City had a previous bid for the Portugal international rejected last week, as Wolves held out for a fee closer to their asking price of over £60 million. Nunes Nunes has been absent from training recently after making it clear he wants to join Pep Guardiola's side. That is sports in a minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Dangerous Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10. Call 876-929-9146 and in Maypen. Edgechem, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Anybet, your best bet, reminds you to bet responsibly at Milestone Restaurant Bar and Grill. Celebrate good food, celebrate good vibes.
Paul, I need help with my vehicle cost this year. It's going through the roof. You think I should call Pete?
You're mad. Don't you want a system that easy for you?
Yeah, man.
You want the best price boat here too?
Yeah, man. I bet you want real-time alert and island-wide coverage. Yeah, man. So the smart choice is Hawkeye.
They will give you a free 30-day trial.
Yeah, man.
Hey, tell me something. You ever say anything but yeah, man?
Yeah, man.
Just say yeah, man to Hawk Tracker from Hawkeye. Call us at 926 Hawk. Conditions apply.
Give a little something. US $1 JD 150 every time you receive a remittance from Lasco Money Transfer to sponsor a social project selected by the Jamaica Social Stock Exchange. Say, I want to donate $1 to the cashier. Donations accepted at these locations: 38.5 Red Hills Road, Kingston 10, 15 Chandos Place, Poppin Square, Kingston 10, and Shop 203 Bayway Shopping Center, 3 St. James Street, Montego Bay.
Win over $1 million in cash and prizes in the Yummy Summer Competition. Purchase any 4 of your favorite Yummy pastry. Write your name and number on your receipt. Send in with your Yummy salesman or drop off at the nearest supermarket or Yummy agency. 28 weekly prizes, 4 winners every week, plus grand draw August 28th for a laptop. $60,000, $30,000, plus a Yummy basket and back-to-school vouchers. Grand prize, a family weekend for 4 at the Holiday Inn. It's the Yummy Summer Competition, authorized under Section 58(3) of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
Your taxes hold the key.
Need to pay your property tax, motor vehicle certificate of fitness fee, or a traffic ticket? No need to join the line. Go online. Service at your fingertips 24/7. That's right. All these services and more are available online at jamaicatax.gov.jm. Fast, convenient, secure. Visit the How To tab on our website or call 888-TAX-HELP for details. Tax Administration Jamaica, working together to serve you even better.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number 1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right.
Yeah, man, driver, chill here.
Yeah, driver. You know, yeah, man. I remember what I said, no, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, I come.
Oh, yes. Somebody call and remind you.
No, I come in the countries alone play netball.
Yeah, you said that. You said that.
Yeah.
In defense of your argument, where you were saying that they should not be considered, because remember it had surrounded discussion about. You remember that?
No, I never said they should not be considered. I'm saying that would go against them.
Yeah, all right.
If you're competing against, yeah.
So you are guilty. The
NFL is not close to Commonwealth people who only do my boss.
But
anybody in the world can go play the national.
No. I am talking about. What I'm trying to say to you.
Yes.
As a matter of principle.
No, man.
As a matter of principle, you have more to choose.
Yes.
You have more to choose from in the Commonwealth in terms of how good you are in netball. We're looking at about 2 billion people.
No, you know that.
Remember now, India is a part of the Commonwealth.
You know that Jamaicans go to America and become NFL players.
Hold on.
You know they can live
your injury.
No, my boss. You know you can live in Nigeria. You leave Nigeria and become an NFL player. Australia, whichever country. So it's not close to any one country, my boss. Different people from different places in the world go try and become.
Remember, USA play netball? No, man.
USA play netball?
Second?
USA play netball where?
Of course, USA play netball, of course.
At which level?
United States have a netball team, of course.
And play against who?
Huh?
And play against who?
I don't hear.
Who they play against?
They play against the Sunshine Girls and play Orville knows that.
No, then if other countries play netball outside the Commonwealth, my boss, then me wrong. It's not Commonwealth alone play netball.
That's why I'm calling to correct you.
No, man.
You use America. You use America are the great American NFL players, the great American basketball players to say they are the best in the world when it's in truth and in fact. They're not playing against the world to be the best of you ask me. Mark it.
Yeah.
I agree that if you take them and put them against anybody else across the world, they might just beat them up, but you can't say they're the world championship. My problem is the word world. And you're guilty just as how you came on and tried to defend yourself.
I've said numerous times that if technically you're correct if you say they can't be called world champion. So I don't know why you're taking
in your off here, when Pioneer came off and you came on and said Pioneer was saying he would add what's his name?
No, that is a different argument though from the world championship when doing a driver.
I can understand that, but what you say is you can't have a double standard. You can't say Commonwealth people the Commonwealth
but
alone
you're
play.
pointing that is not Commonwealth alone play netball now.
No, yes, no. So that's it. Obviously, we tell you that.
Okay. All right, driver.
Anyhow, me have one going to give it. That's what they do.
Yeah, man.
And a 3-year, 4-year-old thing when I understand certain things, I will call him up and take you on that.
No, man, give me 30 seconds for that one.
30 seconds.
Just lay the platform and then come give me evidence tomorrow.
No, I'm in big trouble. I gotta get in big trouble right now.
All right. I leave it here. We talk again tomorrow.
Yeah, we talk again.
Yeah, man. Cool. All right. Who we have now? Ryan?
Yes, Blessings, Wagwa.
Blessings. Good afternoon, Ryan.
Yeah. Been a listen for a while regarding the NBA and the World Championship thing.
Mm-hmm.
While I understand where everybody has each side, Zidane, I understand we have said technically you know them wrong because they don't play the world.
Yes.
But in theory, I said based on the quality, them could consider themselves the champions.
Yes.
And that kind of make a sense, but you have to look on it from an angle again too.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in sports, does the best team guarantee for win?
No, man, we trash that out already as well. So we clarified it. All things being considered, you associate a world champion. At a particular point in time, you won at the highest level. So you don't necessarily be the best in the world, but against the very best in the world, in that moment, you came out on top.
And that may attack, You look from a different angle,
Yeah, what's the angle?
Yeah, you look on it, because they have the best team in the world based on the standard we're playing at NBA, which we are not guarantee them have the best team. But me, I say, regardless, not because you have the best team, mean if you play against another team outside the world, we might be less than you mean you win the game, How much time in the sport, whether football, basketball, the best team lose.
Yeah, but Ryan, even if Argentina go play Italy tomorrow and lose to Italy in a competitive game, Argentina would still be the world champions of football. Correct?
No.
They wouldn't?
No, I mean, if me tell a final for the world championship, if your team better than me, but me beat you, I'm the champion. Whether it's a pretty win or ugly win.
No, man. Listen to the point. Argentina won the World Cup, so they won a championship, which the best teams in the world by and large went to. So they were crowned world champions. I'm saying to you now, if they play Italy tomorrow and lose to Italy in a competitive game, they would still be world champions.
Yeah.
So I'm saying if the Denver, even though the Denver Nuggets would have won the biggest trophy in basketball for me in terms of prestige.
No, in franchise basketball.
In all basketball. No. It's the biggest trophy in basketball. Period, my boss.
Are you saying, Rand, that you don't necessarily believe that the NBA champion?
Basketball.
Hold on. Are you saying that you don't necessarily buy the argument that the NBA champions are automatically the best team in basketball? Are you saying that there are country teams who could beat the NBA champions?
No, and keep on the twist of the argument. Ryan not saying that. Ryan saying the team that won the NBA team is technically the best team in franchise basketball. You can't mix franchise basketball with international basketball. We already everybody agree that in order to be international, I mean you have to be a world team.
Oh well, so if you're saying what we're all saying.
Yeah, but that's the whole point now. So if you bring some other club team now from the World Cup and then NBA team Nuggets beat them, then you have right to say you are legitimately the world champion. But until they do so, you can assume that if you play them, So in the pyramids, you know, so you can assume that you would have beat them.
Yes.
So we see now with the football, basketball, the best team go up against a lesser team and lose games. So they have a saying that says, hard work will build talent when talent faith to work hard. So you might butt them and see them as a little team, walk over team, and you go in their side and then beat that game and then become the championship. So my whole point is, so where you come from, you can assume that they would do it. But until they actually do it, you cannot say they are the world champion.
All right. Yeah, yes, my boy.
I hear the point.
Yeah, man.
That's how I'm touch, man.
All right, Ryan.
Left it right there.
Yeah, man.
Left it right there.
Big up yourself, Ryan.
All right. Yes.
All right, good. All right, this is special one.
Yes, Zidane. Yes, man.
We ask him, boss.
Well,
Yes,
I
special.
tell you, I look at the date with lies, boy. I tell you, say.
I'm pressure you.
Yeah, man. But look here now. Big up yourself, Bramble.
Yes.
Hear me ask you now. You know, I'm afraid of pressure in Zidane because I'm going to show you something. Watch out now. Now, from day one, I make it known that on principle. And let me see, I'll drive. I take a look at twice this morning. But you see, like, he never hear my argument from initial. That's why I must say that. Yeah. From day one, I did say, on principle, I can understand lies and he's making a good point because we all know that the NBA don't play in a format, which, you know, the format of them play it in a, you know, say if you not play a country and say, you know, you couldn't really say them a world champion by that.
Yes.
By virtue of that. So we make that clear already, you know. Me make that very clear and I hear say that. So when some little man come try some little thing and I make it look like, we did done so that already.
Yes.
You understand?
We're just saying the other boxes that you'd want from a world champion, the NBA champion, stick.
Exactly.
Yeah, they win the biggest prize, the most prestigious prize,
exactly.
at the highest, at the arguably the highest level. So every other box them tick. The only problem is that it's not country versus country. Exactly. So if technically we want to win the argument, so yeah, we can't go around. If we say so technically Zidane, they are not the world champion and they play in the country. It's not country versus country.
Exactly. So what I was saying, in spite of when someone did a rubbish, apart from when Stephen called you ignorant.
Yeah, he must Bramble for call it ignorant. Because no, the fact of the matter is, my boss, all the other sports, the big championship is the thing in the sport, you know. So the football World Cup, as much as the champions do with the quality, the people still prefer it. Make the point, special one, yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Echo you.
Yeah.
You understand? As much as the people them say the football, the World Cup football is the Champion League. Then someone else say the Champion League is just as good as the World Cup. But you know, say people have a problem with that because them say the World Cup is the highest level of football.
Yeah.
And you can't go around that. Nobody can go around that. You understand? Because remember, you know, people might say the Champion League have more quality. But at the end of the day, I'm still going to say the World Cup at the highest level of football. You can't go around that. So the NBA, so why when you come to the NBA, I would say the highest level of basketball is NBA. Not because it's named National Basketball NBA. I'm not like them one go around and say it's not the highest level of basketball.
No, I don't hear anybody saying it's not the highest level.
No, they're not, to be fair.
No, man, nobody else
going against that.
Well,
they are saying that even though it's the highest level, the winner of that doesn't make you world champion.
That is true, Orville. And we understand.
I don't hear nobody say it's not. There's nobody who could sensibly argue against the NBA being the highest level. So I haven't heard that.
Well, yeah, but some of them on them sound.
I could argue that some diamond leagues are higher level competition than some Olympic finals. Because the diamond league them pick exactly who they want. But the diamond league winner is not a world champion.
Yeah, but just the intensity and all these things, none of this are the Diamond League, you know. You have to look at the intensity and all of these things, you know. Intensity
and the pressure.
And the pressure.
Intensity and them something that, for me, I know that determine if it's a world championship or not.
Yeah, but you see those things
the IPL may very well have more intensity than the World T20, than the World Cup T20.
All right. You're more after
bigger money at stake and stuff.
Hold on, we're coming back.
Saturday to Saturday, from town to country. Super to bubble, only good vibes inside. Lose yourself in flavor. Grey soup, the good taste, girl. Lose yourself in flavor. As the pepper start flow, grey soup bring the joy all about. Flavor anything you want. Yo. Link soupy as we roll out. Make them know say Saturday to Saturday, from town to country. Super to bubble, only good vibes inside. Lose yourself in flavor. Good taste and mood you. Grace bringing the food you love.
AnyBet now offers a third easy, secure, and convenient top-up option for your betting account. Top up wherever, whenever, using your Visa, debit, credit, or MasterCard free of charge to continue gaming. That's right, free of charge. Other top-up options include store deposit and bank transfer. Visit our website for more details. AnyBet reminds you to bet responsibly. Yeah.
The Jamaica Customs Agency and the Passport, Immigration and Citizenship Agency are advising that as of September 1, 2023, air passengers to Jamaica must complete their Immigration Customs Passenger Declaration or C5 form online at enterjamaica.com. Air passengers, go electronic with C5. It's fast, safe, and convenient. For more details, you may contact the Jamaica Customs Agency at 876-922-5140 and to the Passport, Immigration and Citizenship Agency at 876-754-7422.
My Mega Mart, best value by far.
With so much to do in one location, make Mega Mart your one-stop shop. Pick up your groceries and houseware needs, grab a bite and pay some bills, fill your prescriptions and see the beauty products in our pharmacy, all in one amazing location. My Mega Mart, the best value by far.
My Mega Mart, best value by far.
No more long wait at Kingston was limited. Thanks to the click and collect alternative. An easy and faster safer process of clearing your barrels without any glitch. Just visit the webpage and sign up at clickandcollect.com. Submit your shipment and make your payment. Takes no time for your clear customs. You click weekly, you collect. No waiting line, no lengthy process. Arrange your pickup and we'll do the rest. Sign up online, just click and collect. Click and collect, click and collect. Sign up online, just click and collect. Click and collect, click and collect. Sign up online, just click and collect.
Clear your barrels with Kingston Wharves Click and Collect. For more information, call or WhatsApp 876-577-8905. Kingston Wharves. You click, we clear, you collect.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Back with you, special.
All right, now you're sure.
Hello?
You know that.
Yeah, your line I break up a little bit. Hello?
Yeah, man, I hear you, man.
All right, go on now.
Yeah, man. I show you some man, this is serious, you know, Virgin. What Virgin and Virgin? What you know? I know the first argument that come up, you know. I know the first argument, but probably never get to intensify still. But I know the first they come up, you know, and most of these men when they come and jump on the wagon now and I say that, you know. You never, where were they before? Because this argument has surfaced several times.
Yeah. It has been brought up in the past where people wonder why the Americans never call themselves world champion.
Yeah. And you know, you nobody come out and listen like this, you know? But because no one lies come at the heat at the moment now and come tell this to a bag of man jump down on it and I say, hey, where were all
No, let me tell you part of the reason why it has taken off in a way that it has.
Probably so I know one lies.
No.
It's
the response by the rest of the NBA players.
To Noah Lyles, yeah.
To Noah Lyles.
Oh, it's probably where's Steve A.
Steve A. and
the players. Kendrick Perkins said the same. Him
Kevin Durant.
They put him brain and the bird fly back when all them disrespectful.
So before now, when we were discussing it, it was just a discussion amongst ourselves. But the NBA star them come out now and
But not really that me attacking on when Zidane, when me attacking on somebody, all of these men who used to come in now, me attack out of son, run and I come in. But they never take on the argument long before.
No, but me tell us the argument never gets so ripe and juicy because other people never take it on. Me and you might have a discussion amongst yourself. I'm saying, you know, me not get involved in that discussion.
Yeah.
But if you hear some famous people now.
Orville, you know why I say that, to be honest with you, you know. Most of these men had the NBA as they're comfortable with them calling the world champion. They did comfortable with it. I don't switch on someone.
Oh, that yes, somebody switch.
Yes, man.
But why would they switch?
I tell you because look here.
But why would they switch though? That me say.
Because it come back down to the whole American thing, and America tries to say them are the best and this. You know, the kind of thing what the man say, and the man always say, but look here, the man have a legitimate right to believe that they are a world champion because the NBA is elite. And personally, you know, Orville, you have a problem if Denver Nuggets call themselves the world champion. Me here for you.
I want Denver Nuggets to say they are the best in the world.
No, me I say, hypothetically speaking, me not thought it's correct thing. Me I say, if you would have just, you know, just hypothetically.
No, I don't have the same kind of problem with a lot of people.
Yeah. Okay.
Because me think it's just a wording, but
yes, man, I love the word. Now we understand.
I don't think they are saying it because them think America is everything.
Yeah.
Because they done made a point that them not think the Miss America is Miss World. And them don't think some other America, they don't think the MLS is champion.
Everything
but in the case of the NBA or the baseball, they genuinely feel that their league is the best
and the biggest
and the
baddest,
biggest, and therefore the winner of their league has a legitimate claim to being the best in the world.
I believe that they with the NBA, I think they have a legitimate claim.
I know it's not think. I know they have a legitimate case to feel that this is the.
So when someone come look like
but it's just a word.
Yeah, man.
You know, so Bram Blast out someone and make it out to be, brother. That's all me say.
I agree with him.
Yeah. Big up on yourself, man. You know, some man just take me on to take him take, man. But me live for the moment, you know. Me no mind.
Cool, all right, cool. Special one.
All right, cool. Who we have now?
All right, we can take one more, you say, Nicholas? All right, so we have space for one last one, people. Or maybe two.
Mr. We have some voice message in the text section. You listen to them already? We don't want to put up the voice message with them, man.
Yeah.
I said things where we might regret it. Mm-hmm. All right, so, how long we have?
Yeah, I think it can take
about
one.
5-6 minutes.
Yeah.
All right, nobody call now, get in straight out.
Yeah, man. 876-968-8117. 876-968-8117. Call through now and you'll get straight on to the boards.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So call through and let your voice be heard. So be the last. Save the best for last caller for the day. Yeah, boy Leon Bailey. Gonna know 3 goals now in 4 games or 5 games. Him start the season hot. All right, hello.
Yeah, go on.
We're there.
Triple century.
What
oh, triple century.
Yeah, go on. Tonight a big game, you know.
Which one?
CPL, man.
We are playing Barbados.
Yeah.
The same Barbados we get liquid for 60.
Don't pre that.
Then a big game that?
Yes, man. Remember, them have a great captain in the back.
Who, Ravman?
Yes, man. You see that shot at Bravman? You watch the game last night?
No, I didn't watch the game last night.
All right. Bravman got destroyed Trinidad last night. The man chipped to the bad spinner. And lick the man. And you see when they'll catch the ball, the ball got chewy man in and lick a finger alone hold it, you know. When the man catch the ball, he can't celebrate, you know, brother. Ravman turned off about 5 minutes, you know. Pollard could even celebrate. And the right shot the man make, because that's alone now, I got change the attack. And the man get caught on the boundary.
Yeah.
Pollard look like a genius right there, so. But let me tell you this, man. The match tonight, it will be a close match. But as Brandon are going with some things right now, I finish with motions in the season here again, you know. I call it from now, you know.
Yeah, I call it. All right.
Yeah, man, because Brandon are back very, very well right now.
Him look good for true. And he manages to score quickly without looking like him a swipe.
That is the thing. That is the thing. Well, you see, in the middle overs, what he's doing now from the India series is really, he must score, not boundaries, but like some singles.
Then that me tell us that he managed to score quickly without looking like him a swipe. That is one of the things we are talking about, you know.
Yeah, man.
He's able to make runs without look like him overly take risks. That is one of the things that he gives the impression.
Yeah.
Like him still prepared to do the proper cricketing stroke.
Yes, man.
Yeah.
But me read up a thing the other day, you know, funny me now. And you know, say he was generally a red ball cricketer.
Then him not do well in a red ball cricket, man, for Jamaica, man.
See, I say, and him can never like T20 really, you know, at the CPL really for the T that food. Why him play the game now? That T10 him started first, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there was a 4 of them used to play, he needs to play over 50, you know.
Yeah, and him.
In the beginning, you know, because it was just generally a red card with free that the attack that way there.
I remember. But boy, he has Carter.
Yeah, man, him reach now, him reach.
When you say Brandon Bat, you know that he has the foundation. You say, unlike some of them other T20 man, Brandon can bat through like a difficult part.
That is it.
Well, you know, he can bat out a 2 or 3 over and then make up back feet. Him not have to swipe indiscriminately. Yeah. And that is what being able to bat properly gives you the ability to do.
Right. You see Sunday against Trinidad?
Yeah.
That's what we're going to see. Talawa can manage CPL. Because my only fear for Talawa right now is Trinidad. Both ways.
Yes.
They have 3 top spinner now, and them attack dangerous batting wise. So if we can hold them to a 180, 170, we know we can chase it.
Why the same team implode last year, bro? You know, with the same set of man there.
Yeah, but I can tell you that. But remember, them all for 100 this season too, you know.
Well, at that.
So they're vulnerable too, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So and look at who them ball out to too. You understand what I say? So the Russells and them man there, if based on what we see now, captaincy, are going to play a big role in this CPL there. Because that's what I do last night, you know.
That's why I have to watch.
That's why I have to watch Russell last night, you know.
Yes.
First ball, Russell ball the ball, I'm live last night. First ball. Carvalho played down the leg side and the ball goes outside. Bravo catching it done.
Never see the game.
Yeah, man. Mayors got a boom straight 9 pad. Plum, mid-stump, gone. So I hate that. I Russell, you talk about, you know. So it is like that. But the CFL this year, you have a lot of improving in terms of the batting, in terms of the expectation of the big stars.
Yes.
You can see the improvement, especially the young West Indians, the poor ones, Ravman. This is what Hassan is. I think them push him a little bit too much into bad deeper. Because we come too early and I try to bat at the properly.
No, what you don't want with them kind of stroke play like Athan is if you bat, if them won't play them have to bat early. Because chances are if him come down later swipe, you have to want him swipe.
But that's him not swipe. You know. That's him not know in that power play. Remember the power play you like to swipe, you know.
Yeah, but if him go play him have to bat early. It's like you like Shamar Brooks. You can't have Shamar about 6 and 7.
Yeah, that's
him is not that kind of play.
Yeah, for real.
You have to hope them come early and bat time before they can start league back.
Yeah, man. Remember me get things check on my boss.
What
on the big man thing, you know. Chris Gale 152 against England, man.
Jesus Christ, I forget.
Me start the debate because I need the boss to dominate.
Yeah, you're saying that's the best ODI innings ever.
Yeah, man, tell you, man.
No, man, the best ODI innings ever is Viv 189 against England, bro. I watched that innings repeated.
Who played?
Viv Richards against England in the 80s, man. Viv Richards and Mikey Woolen put on 106 for the last wicket. And Mikey make 12 out of it.
Well, in terms of runs contribution?
No, man, if you look upon the innings itself.
Yeah.
It is probably one of the greatest innings
across all
farmers.
Okay, well, we never see it, but
189.
I check that out. And the next thing again. The next thing we more check again. They talk about bowler. I mean, I ban them Cramps name. Mr. Cramps, you have a thing when you ride a shot, ride a ball, walk a Eunice, and show a back to a ball to Chris Gale. And I ride the ball them through Shakova. I mean, ride them.
Well, Cramps
when you watch the ball, you get the out of your seat. Go again?
Cramps said he's the best half spinner West Indies produced in a theme time. So
no, that Cramps you talk about, you know. You have to respect that because he must take.
But we have to let some more balls.
Big up, big good. All right, that is it for another day on the Sports Desk. Big up to all the people to the time to listen to us today. We appreciate it. Big up to all the people to the time to call us. Big up to Nicholas Burford and Craig Manning. Both are in the technical seat this afternoon. Big up Sean Rant. He did some reports during the show as well. Join us tomorrow for the final program of the week. Same place, same time. We'll do it again. So long.
That's the Sports Desk for today. Remember to tune in and participate on the Sports Desk Mondays through to Fridays 1 to 4 p.m.
Maintain social distancing. Maintain at least 3 to 6 feet distance between yourself and anyone who is coughing or sneezing. When someone coughs or sneezes, they spray small liquid droplets from their nose or mouth which may contain the virus. If you are too close, you can breathe in the droplets, including the COVID-19 virus, if the person coughing has the disease.
It's now time for Hurricane Tip, sponsored by